Hello, everyone! We are not muted. We are here today. I'm going to remember this. We are here today. We are not muted. We are excited to play some Vecna Lives. I'm joined today on the lovely Greyhawk channel with some wonderful players. Let's all introduce ourselves and we will be playing. Let's start with Don.
Hey, I'm Don. I loved the first episode last week. I'm playing Sir Tomb, the Knight of Worms. That's what people call him. He doesn't like it when people call him that, but he is kind of wormy. So there's something to that. And I can't wait to see what happens with Vecna cultists and our search for the missing mages.
All right, awesome. Josh.
Hello, my name is Encounter Josh. I will be playing Mickey Cartwell. He's known as the Big Worm. He's just an all-round ladies killer, or ladies man, something like that. He's not really sure. Anyway, he's a rogue. He's a swashbuckling rogue / arcane fighter. So he's here to take names and cast spells and get restraining orders held against him, pretty much.
Pretty much. I feel like that's a very good description of Mickey. Mythmatic. Who are you playing?
Hello, I'm Mythmatic. I'm playing Rogan Thunderbeard. He is an artificer. He's a dwarf artificer gunsmith. Super excited to be hanging out and playing with you guys all again. Rogan also has like this weird stone egg that happens to also be his mechanical vulture, which is pretty exciting. But yeah, that's I'm hyped.
All right,
I'm hyped.
Zippy.
Hi, I'm Zippy. I'm playing Kane Abelson, a kind of a ghost hunter who was born in a hamlet 70 miles south of here.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm excited to see what happens when we talk to this priest.
All right. Yes. The our wonderful heroes last week got visions of their friends in the Circle of Eight kind of getting brutally murderized by some undead dude, and went to the city of Greyhawk as requested by most of their friends to assist them in the matter and kind of investigate, like, where they did. Was that just a crazy dream? Who knows? They got there and found out that they've been missing for about 6 months, and more or less confirmed that they are indeed probably dead, and are looking into who they think might be responsible. There's this talk about some hands and some eyeballs and some Vecna and some cults, so they're doing a little digging. They have an appointment the next day with Kieran, the leader of the Mages Guild, but right now they are in the High Priest of Bakob's office. His name is... Oh, thanks for the biddies, Mage and Sage! You are in Ravel, the High Priest of Bakob's office, and he just turned around and greeted you and was, "Oh, hello there."
Hello, we search for Vecna.
Well, come in.
Pumpkin.
Come in. You all are very straightforward, to the point. Yes, come, sit down. He kind of like ushers you all in and like looks around to see if anybody heard that name. He's like, "We don't typically utter that not very nice name in the temple premises, but there have been rumors lately of cult activity in the city of Greyhawk. What are you specifically wanting to know?"
Well, we're looking for the Cult of Whispers.
Yes. Well, that is
Something about a hand and an eyeball.
Well, you see that there is that specific cult you're speaking of. There's rumors of their activity in the, down in the docks area, because we just cleared out the spurned cult of Ews recently, and I guess there's a kind of a cult void, and they're filling it up. It's not very...
Wait, there was a Cult of Ooze?
Ews.
Ews!
So,
Ooze. Oh.
Yeah.
Oh.
It's really difficult to pronounce, and people say it
I
differently.
was wondering
but that's...
why they were worshipping Ooze.
Oh,
Must
no.
which is
be-
also awesome.
That was the
Which is
cult a
also a
few
sweet
years
cult.
ago.
Yeah.
It's more like a
Oh.
few kids with some of that ooze stuff you can make in your kitchen, but put it into that too. But they've kind of filled in the void, so I've heard, of cult activity down by the docks district.
All right. Well, That's a good place to start.
You could recognize them as a symbol again, as you said. It's a hand with an eyeball in the center.
Not much different from your symbol that's a pentagon with an eyeball.
It's a pentagon with an eyeball on top of an altar. It's very holy. It's
Yeah, not any different, right?
not very different. It's not an undead hand clutching an evil eyeball.
5 fingers, 5 sides, just saying.
No, this
The eye makes me very uncomfortable. Could you please turn that around so it doesn't stare
this is
at me?
the holy symbol of Macabre. This is just, I can't defile a holy symbol like that. That would be an affront to my deity.
You're right. I'm sorry. Can I turn it around though?
No!
Oh,
He's very flustered. He's a very large, jowly man, and he's just like...
most unorthodox.
I just...
Sir
What is it?
Toom, he clanks his way forward and he slaps his hand down on the desk of the priest and he says, "Divination magic.
Yes!
Can you do it?"
Can you speak it?
Divination, can you speak it? We're having better success rates than the mages, as we believe that the holy magics are having less interference. I think that there's been some disagreement amongst the gods lately. But some outer planes interference maybe too, who knows for sure, but I've had some recent success with divination, yes.
Outer planes? There's only one plane. The plane that we're standing on.
That's not true at all.
I hear a lot of interference happens on planes because of, different arcane messages. You're not supposed to actually do the arcane messages if you're doing any sort of planic travel.
Yeah. And the lap tubes.
I don't know what those are.
I don't know what they are either.
But I hear they come
arcane
with
tablet.
They come with.
I heard they come with shitty battery life.
Are you all crazy?
Maybe just a little.
Mickey's just drinking in the back, just done. He's done with the party already. We've not even gone anywhere really.
What divination questions do you have? What can I assist with that would get you out of my office?
Oh, Mickey,
Without any
bring forth the panties.
I chuck them. I just chuck them at his face.
What are these?
Unrelated to anything going on. Just Mickey, also.
I'm a fan. It's like when rock stars get them thrown at them on stage. I'm a fan of Macabre.
I mean, this
These
is...
aren't even mine.
I mean, if you're trying to make an offering, there's an altar at the other temple.
So you're saying that what I just did would be okay as long as you were by the altar of your god. That's what you're trying to tell me.
That's what I heard.
Do you want me to divine these or something?
Yes, that's exactly
Okay.
what I'd like you to do.
How do you want me to... These are underwear. Women's, looks like.
I mean, I guess you could wear them.
Divine them, please.
I'm good in that regard. No.
We'd like you to divine them. Divine them, please.
We need to find the owner of said
like a scrying.
panties.
I see.
Yes.
Whatever. That's what I said.
I see. Well, I will attempt this, and he kind of places it on an altar. He doesn't know anything about these strange foreign panties that have just arrived in his.
They're probably
holy
very
office.
expensive.
Wait, the strange and foreign, are they canes?
No, they're foreign as in these typically aren't found in the Temple of Bacan.
Southern.
Do they all go commando?
Clearly he's not coming on the right nights to the temple, because I mean, Nicky will tell him all about the nights to come.
Whew. He's gonna attempt to scry on these panties. Do you have a name that might make it a little easier to locate the owner of it? Why do you need these scried on?
Because the owner is one of the Circle of Eight.
Oh,
She has been attacked by Vecna.
they have been missing. Oh, good heavens! Well, they've been missing for about 6 months. This is all very terrible news. Let's see. These are Jolars, isn't that right? Let me. He begins to pray over these panties in an attempt to scry. Let's see. Someone roll me a D100 to see how successful this is.
I refuse.
/ roll 1D100. 67.
All right. He concentrates. He concentrates, and you see all the candlelight in the room just go and like get really low. Some of the candles actually flicker out, and he kind of gets pushed back a bit. He's like, "Oh, I'm sorry. I couldn't find anything."
Try again.
I
And
drink.
believe this time. I want to
If first
feel
you don't
your
succeed,
faith.
I'm very
scry
religious. I will attempt one more time. Then I'll be just plumb knackered. I won't be able to have the energy after this.
What?
Shush! I'm being religious.
Aye.
39.
39. Okay.
Only 30 off.
Alright. He concentrates again. And you see the candles kind of raise up a little bit before flickering down, and some of them kind of wink out like before, and he goes, I don't believe that the I didn't feel the failure this time, but I don't believe that the person you're trying to find is alive. I can't locate them if they're deceased.
Why not?
Because their soul isn't really in their body, and that's what we used to track people by.
How would you track someone who is already dead? How would you find their body?
Well, that's an excellent question. I've not really had to do that before, but, let me look through my knowledge.
Mickey just rolls his eyes like, yeah.
He pulls out,
sure.
like the holy pamphlet of Bacab, and he's, like, flicking through.
What to do if you misplace a dead
body.
in your temple?
I don't see it in the sacred texts, but I suppose you would do it any way you could find a regular body. Maybe, you could locate an object that the person had on them. You'd have to be somewhat in the vicinity, though, within, like, a mile or so, I believe.
So like panties.
But the problem is that that's arcane, correct?
Potentially.
But there's a curse on divination for arcane divination.
There appears to be. I'm working on it with, the good divination lady back at the Mages College, but, we're not making a lot of headway, and the longer it goes on, the harder it seems to be able to investigate or fix it. It's very strange. Never seen anything like this in all my days, and he's fairly old.
What is slowing this down?
I'm not sure. Currently it's affecting the holier magics, less than the arcane magics, but it is affecting all magic as far as we can tell.
What kind of headway have you made? Like, is there anything that you're missing? Maybe we can go pick it up.
Well, I've gathered a bunch of holy sacred relics and focusing items that is how I've been able to make any breakthrough at all in the holy magics. Most of the lesser priests in the area have not been able to get anything through, but we focus on magic, and the divination is one of my specialties, but
I feel like since this is tied to Vecna, we might need a holy symbol, if you could even say such a thing, of Vecna.
Pumpkin.
Pumpkin, right, pumpkin.
So Tomb's just like, seriously, we had one rule.
we had one
right.
rule.
Pumpkin.
The holy symbol of pumpkin, so we can break the curse.
Potentially. Although if the cult of Vecna is concerned, what I've heard about him is that it's quite powerful. We might have to stop if it's the cult, then probably all the cult activities and interfering with it in general. Maybe they're all doing culty, evil cult rituals, which are
Well,
preventing stuff from going through.
you mentioned something about there could be a cult going on down by the docks.
Yes, we recently cleared out the spurned cult of Ewes, and we've heard that rumors that another cult has moved in. Whispers, really, but if it is the cult of Pumpkin, then it is the whispered one.
Pumpkin?
It might have something to do with it. Some of the Renee at the docks might have some information. If you just ask around down there, Thieves Guild and other things, they might know more.
We're looking for a person named Renee down by the dock.
Oh, the Renee! They're, you would know the Renee are like, gypsies, kind of, river gypsies. They live on their boats and their skiffs, and they sail up and down the rivers.
Right.
Very well.
Well, in which case, I guess we better head down the docks and see about joining a cult.
I've also heard that the magic is more difficult to use here than in other places. Farther away you go, the little easier it is to use divination magic.
So it looks like it's just
Round
focused on this city.
For now, yes. The last time I heard, it's been a few weeks since I've gotten any news, but I got news not too long ago from this place that I didn't write down, but it's got a very funny name, and it's about several hundred miles away from here, but they're a very large city.
700 miles, not 70
several
miles.
hundred miles.
Like 70
70.
miles.
No, farther
70
than
miles
that.
out.
They're like southwest.
Southwest.
Yes.
That's just west of the hamlet in which I was born.
It would be Verbabonk.
Ah, yes, I remember Bumbonk.
Verbabonk. It is. I will
Verbabonk.
spell it out for you.
I've seen
In the
much
chat.
Verbonk in my time, I tell you.
The lovely lady long.
Priest, did the circle have any religious enemies in the city that you know of? Any other temples?
Not that I'm aware of. The circle is quite well respected here. But obviously, any evil cults wouldn't really want, especially evil magical cults, and that's what I mean. Pumpkin was an arch-lich demigod, so they obviously wouldn't want any other magical interference.
Right. So I feel like team, gang.
Yes, that is. I am a part of the team and the gang. Yes.
You're part of
Aye.
the gang. Anyway,
What I
that's
talk
not
about.
important. First
We-
rule.
Time in my life where
We should go down to the docks and we should dispatch this cult of whispers and see if they have anything useful on them
It's
that
not
ties
just,
to Vecna.
look, it's not just about dispatch.
Pumpkin.
But Pumpkin.
You keep saying that he's gonna look. We have to be careful, all right? Because going down there, if they scatter in the wind, there's a chance we won't stop them. So we need to know what exactly it is they're into, which means we gotta make sure we
Oh, I
get
could stop them.
alive. Yeah. All right, but I'm just saying that if we go down there, this is the cult of Pumpkin. Remember, they are dangerous individuals.
When you
And they
say it
don't-
like that, they don't sound dangerous. You know that.
So we catch one out and we knock one out and
Kill
guess-
the rest.
no, we will not kill the rest. No death. Maybe they didn't have a choice to become cultists.
I doubt that.
Listen, there is a point. I don't think it's the point Kane's trying to make. If they worship
Lich.
exactly,
They become fodder for the lich. You really can't kill a follower of a lich because the follower will just come back.
and more importantly, his soul will probably go towards the Lich, and then the Lich gains power, which is something we're trying to prevent.
Also,
So-
you doom that soul to be forever enslaved by
Oh, fuck the soul. They're probably cultist assholes, but that's not the point. Look, we
I don't really. Wait, what are you talking about? We're looking for Pumpkin, not Lich.
Perhaps we just cripple all of them and severely injure them.
Instead of lich, how about we have a new word for that as well, so we don't... How about
Well, I don't know what lich is. What are we talking about? We were just talking about pumpkin a second ago. And now we're talking about...
A lich is like an undead...
Rutabaga.
What?
An undead rutabaga.
Or an undead rutabaga. No, that is our code word for liches, rutabaga.
Okay, well, you should really preface that before you start explaining something, and then you go around putting nicknames in the middle of a terminology, because I'm just confused now. So what are we talking about here? Because I'm trying my best
Look,
to figure out.
All right. Rogan, calm down.
Sorry, I'm getting worked up here.
The priest is still staring at you while having this conversation in his office. He's just like...
Go on. Sorry, what were you saying?
So, what I'm saying is that basically... A lich is someone who decides that they don't want to die, and then they use other people's lives and kind of steal them and use them for their own continued life. I'm trying to think of a way to phrase this that's going to make sense to you. So
they are
what
powerful necromancers that use souls to power their immortality.
Okay, yeah, that's pretty much it. So you know how a god basically uses his useless cattle worshippers, and they all sort of pander to him, and then when they die...
Looks over at the priest, no offense.
No, God,
like him, yeah, like that guy.
Yeah, like him. So when he dies, he's basically going to be eaten by his god, and his god will use it to become more powerful, yada, yada, yada.
That's how religion works?
Yeah, pretty much.
Definitely not
down to a nutshell.
I've been in the wrong profession this whole time.
Yeah, so
I am trying to find a deer I could become.
God.
Go on, sorry.
If I kill a deer, can I become a lich? Is that what's the boundaries and parameters on this? So basically, you gotta think of it like that a lich is like a not god person who gains followers, except instead of a faith, he has a little rock or a gem or a bit of bling or, a dick pin thing or something, whatever. And that is known as a phylactery. And then all the souls, they get torn out of
Well, if it's a dick piercing, it would be a phylactery.
Yeah, I suppose it would. So, see, I knew you were getting this. So that's basically how it works. And Vecna, the more of his followers die in his name, the more powerful he potentially becomes. The more sacrifices he gets to him, the more powerful he becomes. And eventually, this motherfucker's going to be like a god. We need to kind of, nip that in the bud, as it were.
In my home, we had one would-be lich. Would-be is he was a powerful necromancer. He would take the souls of the workers and try to keep them as slaves.
That's a manager. That's what you're talking about. You're talking about a manager at a job, aren't you?
No, he would go and murder all the workers and then raise them up.
What?
Yeah. My father had to put a stop to it.
Very confused still.
Put him on a pyre on top of the Great Hall and lit him on fire.
And this all happened 70 miles south from here?
Yeah, in a hamlet. Correct.
I want to ask you all to leave and have this conversation elsewhere, but I'm also really scared of just having this conversation in front of anyone, and that could be dangerous.
Well,
exactly. That is why we're in your sacred room.
Aye, we want to keep it between our eyes and that weird Vecna-looking analogy on the wall there.
The holy symbol of Bacab. He just starts getting like...
Say Bacab one more time. I dare you. I double dare you, motherfucker. Say Bacab one more goddamn time.
And he's just getting like incense out.
Does
of
he
the holy
look like
water.
a lich?
Does he look like a lich? Then why are you trying to raise him like one?
He just starts putting holy water in a mop bucket, like he's gonna clean this room when you all leave. Like that's the only way.
Holy water in a mop bucket.
Yeah.
This place needs to be cleansed.
The taint on this room from this
All right.
conversation.
Well,
Oh, man.
Oh, if you're doing that, you might want to down the hall. There's a room. It's covered in wax. You probably want to clean that as well.
it's haunted.
Good heavens, I don't even know. Chloe's cleaning up. He's just done. He doesn't even know. He's
Just realized, like, I take the guys to one side. I'm like, it just occurred to me. Do we even know this guy's a priest? Because he looks awfully like a janitor. Maybe he doesn't actually know what's going on here. Look at
He
him.
hasn't done anything except like he's literally done. He's not helped us at all, and he's looks like he's just gonna clean the place.
Don't
You
worry,
know-
I have it on good authority that he can be trusted.
Okay, but he's a trustworthy janitor, but he's still just a janitor. I mean, he literally had to look through a beginner's
Aye.
guide to Bacab earlier to see if he could scry. I mean, the guy doesn't know that. We should just head off. Like, these people
Yeah,
are useless.
we should go talk to the river people.
I think he can't.
So do you all leave?
Yes, Rogan looks around because he's proud of his joke that he thinks it was funny.
Mickey's impressed. Mickey will pat him on the shoulder.
Kane pats
You
Rogan on the
tried.
head.
Thank you.
Some
was-
worms fall out of my cloak.
Don't pat me on my head.
Like, we're having a bro moment, and Tomb's just leaking worms on the floor.
Just like,
I think that means he laughed.
Maybe the laughter dislodged. Maybe the laughter like dislodged some from his rotting corpse.
He's literally spilling his guts.
we're
Look,
not.
some of them are rolling around on the floor. He's
He goes at like the guy, the priest of Bacab. Revel. He's just like, good heavens, and he sees the worms, and he's just kind of like sweeps them up into a dustpan and throws them out the window.
You never saw us here.
I hope to forget that I ever saw you here. Just good heavens.
Perfect. Good. That's what we want you to. Yes. Perfect. Aye.
Oh,
All right. And like as we're leaving, I just say to everybody, like I guess as like the static camera behind like the priest as he's like getting ready to like wash the mop, and like we're leaving, and you hear me mutter to everybody, I think we really should come up with like a safety word for when I could attack and fire, because I don't know what we're talking about still, but I
Okay.
will fire if you tell me.
All right, Poughkeepsie.
no, that's too no.
What?
It
When
needs
are
to be a
are
word.
you planning on saying Poughkeepsie often?
Yeah, but how am I gonna remember Poughkeepsie?
It's the
Right.
only word that makes him fire. Poughkeepsie.
I feel like there's a lewd joke to be made there, but I am just tired. So
Already.
he walks off. He's just, I can't. All right,
Poughkeepsie.
fine. Poughkeepsie.
by this
All right.
point,
Rogan pulls out the gun, fires in the air. You said Poughkeepsie.
A bird falls. What?
by the time you leave the temple, you pass by Clarice. She's just handing out some more cups of warm soup to the poor. She goes, I hope you all have a nice day. Good evening.
Thank you. We're going to go find the cult of Vecna. You have a wonderful day. Pumpkin. Right. Sorry.
I walk over and I'm gonna put a comforting hand on her, and while she's doing that, I'm going to slip alcohol into one of these soup bowls.
Okay.
Just and quite a bit, and I'm gonna just
Yo.
hopefully everyone will get drunk enough to forget all about this.
Okay. Yeah, you just pour it into the soup pot. There we go. I should take care of that. All right. You do so, and as you guys leave, it is late evening at this point. It is the festival, so it's winding down at this point, because people still do have work in the morning, even though it is a time of celebration. There's probably about 3 or 4 more days left in the festival. Lasts a whole week. And so, Need Fest, that's the name of the festival. And it's about probably 11 p.m. by this point. If you had to guesstimate
Sure.
time.
Cults are pretty active at night. We could see if we could kidnap one of their followers. The priest said that the river folk know something about the cult of low hushed tones.
Right. Okay, so
Or we could go and sleep and go meet with Kieran.
Kieran.
Kirani.
It's Kieran.
Kieran, yes.
Right. All right. Well, I say we go after some cultists. Because I'm pretty loaded at the moment, so I'm up for a fight.
Loaded with what?
Poughkeepsie, he says. And walks up.
All right, well. Unsling my gun and start loading it. And then I start eyeing the room as if like there's an enemy nearby, but he can't discern which one's which the enemy is.
They're
As he
all
starts loading his
enemies.
gun.
Yeah, but look at all these Poughkeepsies.
So you guys head to the dock district?
Yeah.
You head out there. There's still revelry going on down here. Not quite as much as the downtown area you guys just left, mostly because people are still working. There's still ships coming and going. They have less time to work or less time to party because they have more work to do than some of the shopkeepers and such. You see some dock hands kind of chilling in like a dirty old tavern. You see people drinking just on the dock side, people loading and unloading ships, like for getting ready for the morning, for them to either take off or get new cargo. And you see just a bunch of poor folk. This lower income area for sure by the docks, but just a lot of people meandering about. You see several of the vessels you would recognize as Renee due to their build. They're very flat-bottomed, kind of lower than the other types of ships. What would you like to do?
To get over the rapids.
The Reneging Rapids.
I think we need to find one of these river folk that
That's why we're friends.
cruise the river.
Right. Well, how do you suggest we go about doing that? Do you have any idea what? I mean,
There is an ancient technique that that my
use-
father once taught me.
Go
Hey,
on.
who here is a river folk?
I was waiting for you to just be like, it's an ancient technique. We travel 70 miles south.
Via river.
Via river. So you get like a bunch of people looking at you, like, is he drunk? Like,
I'm looking for the river gypsies.
you see
You
some.
can't just say that.
Oh, I'm sorry. The river. No, river gypsies. That's what
Oh
I'm
my
looking for.
god! He's high.
You get like
On so many levels.
see like a lady in like a shawl and a lot of like colorful beads, and then like her hair is like pulled up, and she's just like, and she like huffs off, like looking offended.
Oh,
Right.
There's one.
There's one. Wait, miss, I'm sorry. I had to. Are you one of the river folk?
I'm a Renee. Yes. What's it to you?
We were informed by the priest of Bacab
Mm-hmm.
that you might know where we can find a cult. Or no, where?
No,
I look like a cultist to you.
Whoa. Look,
Excuse
right.
Ah,
Look,
God.
sweetheart. Oh, cool.
Poughkeepsie,
Oh,
Poughkeepsie,
sweetheart.
Poughkeepsie, Poughkeepsie.
Dial it back. Dial it back, love.
Sorry.
We're not. Oh God, we've killed Kane. Like, this is all happening. Is like, as if Mickey has his arm around Kane's like head, and he's like reeling him in, like, no, Kane, shut up. Right. What he's trying to say is
Yeah, what
that.
is he trying to say?
Oh, look. Basically, we heard around town that there were.
Oh, but you hear all sorts of stuff around town about us, Renee. Oh, the Renee this. Oh, the Renee that. Oh, never trust the Renee. Oh,
Yeah,
they keep
and
all
I'm
these
starting
secrets.
to believe some of those things I hear around town because they say that you always talk and never let other people finish what they were
Wait.
saying.
We were also told that you were very trustworthy. You would know where we could find the cult of Hush Whispers and where they operate.
I'll
Why are you
let
talking
Kane
so weird?
go slightly.
Oh, that's why.
Look, we
Cult
heard
of who?
because cult of is there somewhere we can go and have a private conversation? I'll make it worth your while. And I flash a bottle of wine that I'm still drinking.
Yeah, she looks like a little flushed in the cheeks, like she's been celebrating a bit too, which is probably why she's so animated right now.
Oxygenated
Yeah.
aged wine.
So this is like I'm like Mickey's just like, it's all right. I know the language of these people. Fuck do you want? You want to get? Come on then! Just drinks from a bottle of wine.
Cooking wine.
Cooking wine. She's like, well, we're on the docks, so it's not like there's a whole bunch of places we can go. But I mean, we can go to the back room of the bar that I'm friends with.
All right, that works for me.
She kind of pulls her cloak around her because it is winter, and she's like, she kind of follow me. She kind of walks over, stomps over to this bar, and you hear a voice. Didn't we just kick you out for intoxication? And she's like, oh, I'm just kidding. I'm just in the back room. I won't trouble you at all. I'm just going to read my cards. And he's like, fine, get in the back, And she kind of gestures for y'all
She's
to
sorting her
follow.
deck. She's editing her
She
deck.
has some tarot cards with her.
When we go into the back room following her, does anybody follow us into the bar, like from the street?
Make me a perception check.
Oh, this is not my best thing.
I'm alert. I would be looking for that as well. 10.
You guys don't notice
I
anything.
don't know if I would be alert for that. I am a tracker. Would I do that? I don't know. Let's just say no.
I have alert as a feat, I think. I'm going to make a perception. I am the skill monkey. A 25.
A 25.
Feats. I forgot about those.
You don't see anybody following you, but when you walk into the bar, you see that that guy that was picking his teeth in the alleyway earlier in the day. He's having a drink with some friends. They're just chilling in the corner. He doesn't seem to have noticed you.
I eyeball all of his friends. How many are there, and what do they look like?
There's like 2 of them, and they all look pretty like borderline homeless. Like they might be like the guys who kind of mend like the crab pots and stuff down here.
The kind of people who don't have anything to turn to, so probably turn to cults.
Yeah.
I look at them. I condemn them immediately. Like,
Okay.
I just saw one look, and I'm just like, you are terrible, terrible people.
They're just in the corner of this dingy pub drinking.
Mickey, what does your half-elf eyes see?
Is there any more racist slurs you want to get in today? Toon, right there. Take a pop at him. Not that anyone has a fucking clue what he is.
I'm a dwarf.
You're huge,
I'm a person.
and I will treat you as such.
Thank you.
I'm a dwarf.
I march into the back room.
All right, yeah. There's like, it looks like some illegal poker may have taken place here earlier. There's some like chips on the floor, some cards. She kind of just knocks them off a barrel. There's like some upturned like buckets and stuff as seats around like a large barrel table. And she kind of just sits down on one of the seats and like slides all the whatever remainings on the table just onto the floor. Like she doesn't really care.
Right. Look. We heard that there might be a new gang in town, a new cult.
There's always new gangs and cults in town. Be more specific.
Specifically, a cult of the Whispers. Following an old man named Vecna.
You say that name and her eyes grow big and she immediately like makes like a sign to ward off evil. She's like, no, Pizza, that is a horrible name. No. Oh, awful. Awful. Ugh.
Yeah, Mickey, what a horrible name. It's Pumpkin, come on.
Right. Look, sweetheart, we're in town because we're looking to make contact with this cult for our own purposes.
Oh, I'm not helping anyone become cultists of him.
Can I roll an insight check to see if she really believes that? Or if she's cut?
Yeah, you can make me an insight check for sure.
16.
16. She seems to be like afraid of the name, like of the cult. Like she's like, ugh, like borderline terrified. But she wants that bottle you showed her enough that she hasn't like left the room.
I put the bottle down in front of her and How many bottles would it take to get you to talk?
I don't know anything. I just know that they're bad, and I want nothing to do with anything to do with it.
And because of that, you know to avoid them, right?
Obviously, no one wants to get involved with that kind of thing.
Do you know
If you're
where you
avoiding
avoid?
them- Kane, well done. You beat me to it. I'm impressed with Kane. I pat Kane on the shoulder.
I may be foreign, but I am not stupid.
No,
I'd
they
be
are
fooled.
not related. They just
I mean,
happen to
I'm
be the
from
coincidence.
Hamlet. 70 miles south of here.
I'm starting to think that's not true.
I as well. I was believing him until right now.
Right this second, I'm like, I'm
Right.
starting to think you're full of shit. So, you'd have to know what places to avoid.
Well, I just avoid, shady alleyways when I can. There's all sorts of things going down at the dock. You could choke on your own voice from terror and lack of tea. And she takes a big swig of the bottle of wine.
That's right. It must be difficult, I understand, because, the cult is so terrifying. Speaking of terrifying individuals who you should avoid, this is my friend Sir Tomb. Now, Sir Tomb here is the less talkative member of our group, but he's also the most blunt and direct member of the group. Now, I understand you've already been thrown out of the establishment once. I'm sure that was unfortunate, but I'm here to tell you at this particular moment that there are two ways this can go. I can either buy you 4 bottles from behind the bar and you can give me something to work with here, or I'm not going to be the one who throws you out. The landlady isn't going to be the one who throws you out. Sir Tomb is going to throw you out, and he's not going to throw you out into the alley. He's going to throw you from the docks.
Tomb at this point puts his hand down right next to her hand, and worms begin to kind of crawl out from underneath of it.
Okay.
Can I roll an intimidation?
Yeah, you definitely can.
Can I assist?
Yes, for sure. Let's see. All right. 19. That is pretty intimidating. For a second, she goes, "Throw me off the docks! Into the water?"
Fill in the blanks yourself. Specifically the blanks surrounding where we can find this cult.
Okay. She's like thinking, you get the look on her face like, that doesn't make much sense because I'm a river folk and I can swim, but whatever.
In pieces. Multiple pieces.
Well, I don't know much. I don't know a lot because I try not to know because the more you know, the more dangerous you are. But I know that I'm supposed to avoid Yagos Slovak. He runs a ship on the docks.
And
He's supposed to know stuff. He tells us what sections to avoid.
And being one of the river folk, you'd obviously know what the name of the ship was and which berth it was in.
Yes. It's on the west end of the dock. And it is called the Weeping Maiden. The Weeping Maiden, west end of the docks.
Right. So,
I think as this is happening, Rogan kind of he was loading his gun, and then he was he had it ready, and then he puts it back, and then he sees this intimidation happen, and then she starts talking and actually spilling information, and then he goes, "All right, listen, all right, we want to work with you here, all right," and he grabs the bottle of wine, he pours a glass and slides it over to her, and he goes, We're friends, all right? I just wanted to make sure that there is any way we could, work together here now and in the future. He's trying to be the good cop out of this bad cop thing,
cop.
even though she's already giving information, but he's just still going with it. So he's like, just work with us here. As he slides up a barrel and sits down.
Pulls a pipe out. He's like, "You want to?"
Yeah, exactly. And he lights his pipe and he slides it to her and he's just like, there you are, have some of that.
I know you want
She
that.
kind of
Everybody's like,
she
what are you
doesn't
doing?
she doesn't move the hand that is next to Tomb's hand because she's kind of scared to move it, but with her other hand she reaches out and just kind of downs the glass. Is like, I need this right now. This is not where I expected my evening to go.
All right. Look, this is all gone swimmingly. I'm gonna.
River folk! Ha! A good one there. I see that. She was making an analogy towards your people and how this conversation
Renee,
is going.
yes.
Right. And speaking of Renee, we know you can swim, and also we know you drink like fish. So let me help you with those bottles.
I'll escort you to the Weeping Maiden if you like. But then I've got things to do tonight.
I know.
Like
4 of them are sat behind the bar, and I'm about to go fetch them for you. And I'm gonna wander out and pay the gold for
okay.
4.
Yeah, they're cheap bottles of wine.
Oh yeah. Oh
Yeah.
yeah.
It's not. It's like not even a gold. It's like
No. I like Mickey brings them in, but they're like with like ring pulls,
Yeah.
as if they're like a 6-pack of beer.
yeah,
but
basically,
a
it's like
whole
1
pack
gold
of
for
wine.
a 4-pack. You're
Yeah.
just like, there we go.
So, what are you doing later tonight?
Well, I have some gentlemen guests that I am visiting.
Oh, I
Nice.
see.
My
I
friend
see.
Kane here, if you're looking to visit, lives 70 miles south of here in a small hamlet, and I'm sure
don't
he'd
Go
accommodate.
inland much.
Really?
No?
You don't want?
It's very exotic there where I'm from.
I'll take your word for it. The river is kind of my home.
He's foreign.
Okay.
Hmm.
All right, well, there you are. Let's head out, and the sooner we get to the Weeping Maiden, the sooner you can.
Get to your gentlemen callers.
All right. Let's go. And she kind of just pulls like the first one out of the 4-pack and just pops it open on like the edge of the table barrel and just like go, like start walking out
Wait.
drinking it.
What kind of bottle of wine can you pop open on the corner of a table?
These are cheap,
Just, like,
cheap
smash-
bottles of wine.
Smashes the neck of the bottle and just.
It's like the corks
She
aren't even
just
in all
sabers
the
it.
way. The corks aren't in
Oh,
all the
they've
way.
been topped up. They've
Yeah.
been topped up. I love it. Yeah. Okay.
So she just pops the cork off the top, like champagne style. Just boop, it's done.
Okay.
Perfect.
So I
They
guess
don't
we.
get fancy new bottles of wine here. It's ridiculous.
They just refill them.
Yep.
Bring
Water
back
it
the
down. Grog.
Yeah, you get your next 4 bottles of wine are discounted if you bring them back. So it's like that's how it
Yeah.
goes. So she leads you down the docks. Down the docks towards the Weeping Maiden, and you see that the deck is full of people working. They're like organizing like what appears to be a shipment that they're about to load out. Looks like they're in the process of loading up the ship. It's probably gonna take them a day or two to load it up fully, based on what you've seen in the area before. But they're all kind of just sitting on the deck, kind of taking a break, having a little party. There's wine, there's beer, there's ale. Someone's playing a fiddle. They're all just chilling on the dock. She goes, "That's it right there. The captain is Yugos."
Are you going to introduce us?
You just say that, Katerina, sent you? I'd rather not.
Wonderful. And he places a hand on her back. You're going to introduce us.
She kind of looks over to Tomb and Mickey. Like, are they enforcing this? Like, do I have to?
Mickey just smiles.
Tomb is standing right next to her and is just like staring down at her with his
Okay,
dark iron mask.
I guess I'll do some introductions. This way, right this way. And she kind of like walks up the gangplank. Yeah, Darth Vader mask breathing going on. And she walks up and you see that they're all pretty colorfully dressed. And one guy's just kind of like lounging back on a pile of nets, kind of arranged like a beanbag chair. She says, Yugos, Slovak, these are a bunch of strangers I met in the bar. A bunch of strangers I met at the bar. This is Yugos Slovak. Have a nice day. I believe you all have much to talk about. And she just...
I place a hand on her back. Hold on, one moment. Explain to him why we are here.
Real creepy.
They want to talk to you about stuff because they're curious. I don't really know. I'm just.
We're new in town, and we've been told you're the person to talk to about the places that we should steer clear of if we want to stay out of trouble.
Yes, that.
Aye, that's it.
All right,
she's
you may
like-
go.
Just
I have no further use of you. Goodbye.
You never saw us.
drink to forget.
Mickey like chalks his eyes like he's just gonna give drinks to everyone to forget.
Are these guys armed?
They have weapons on them, but it's not like, oh, they're heavily armed. It's basically what you would have, just typical protection. Like, they have belt knives. A couple of them have sabers. Basic stuff
Gatling
you'd have for
gun. Nothing big.
traveling. Yeah, nothing major. They're not, like, armed to the teeth. It's just regular stuff. Most of them are, like, you know, a couple of them are shirtless because they've been lifting things. It's just casual, whatever they'd have. You don't want to be completely armless. Unarmed. At the
Unarmed.
dock.
I
in this
wouldn't want to
area.
be
You don't wanna
armless
be
as well.
You don't want to be
That-
armless or unarmed at the dock.
I can guarantee no one will leave here unarmed.
We are looking for the places where the Cult of Whispers are most active.
Oh, greetings. My name is, as you know, Yagos Slovak. Who are you all? Seems Katerina.
Stranger she met at the bar.
I see.
Yes.
Well, you're wanting to avoid certain areas? That's what I hear. Well,
That's what we just said.
the best
Aye,
places to
you
avoid
pick up
would
quick.
be shady alleyways, of course. You said Cult of Whispers. Yes?
Yes.
They're right nasty. Kind of trying to avoid them and do a little investigating of them myself. Well, if you're trying to avoid
What
them,
for?
though, well, they're terrible. They're awful. And they've gotten a hold on some of my fellow
What makes it
Renee.
terrible?
They've gotten a hold of some of my fellow Renee. So, you know, if I could stop them, that'd be very good.
And then what do they do with him?
No,
What,
you know,
they
they
got a
just,
hold of him to like talk with him, or they got a hold of him like
they just indoctrinate him into the cult.
Ooh.
No.
See, I told you that they're being held against their will. They didn't have a choice to join the cult.
We will see.
So,
We will see.
it's not good, you know, getting in the minds of our youth and stuff. Terrible.
Yeah, it's a
Smells like Teen Spirit.
So what have you learned?
Well, I've learned that I've got a couple of these young lads and lasses and tried to show them the light. You know, it's not very good, and you can recognize them. They have these holy symbols with a hand
What
and
do
an
they look
eye,
like? Oh.
hand holding an eye. They seem to be coming from Babonk mostly. From that area. Bishops coming down from that area, I've noticed, have tended to more often than not had a couple of youth that have been corrupted by this cult.
Do they have a stronghold in this city?
Not that I know of. One of the churches here, I don't know, religion, they just cleaned out some other cult, and I think they're starting to move into this territory, but not that I know of. No, not a big.
The cult of
Headquarters, yeah.
ooze.
Yeah, Ews.
Ews.
That's
Ews.
it. That's the one they just cleaned out. There's a few remnants of those guys still running around, but they're nothing more than beggars now, really. Fairly harmless. They have no power now.
They're cultists, the old cultists.
Yes.
What exactly was the code of use all about?
Oh, well, you know, trying to bring Ews back. Evil deity. Blah, blah, blah. No, you know, basically the same stuff. All the cultists, they all want the same thing. Power and glory and,
Isn't-
you know.
Isn't Hughes the son of Vecna?
No. He
Son of
is,
someone.
he's the chaotic evil demigod of deceit, evil, oppression, pain, and wickedness.
I think I know that guy.
His symbol is a grinning human skull, or a human skull with blood red highlights.
Okay. I'm gonna check around off the side of the ship around the dock. Have we been followed by those dickheads again? I'm getting really sick of their shit.
You look around and you don't see them.
Okay. I turn to the rest of the group and look,
Poughkeepsie, right?
no, not the Kipsy.
Right. I can't follow what's happening here.
Look, we should go talk to the old cults and see what strongholds they had. If they had places in, hideouts, that sort of thing, and they were pushed out by the new cult, there's a chance that the new cult is holed up in one of them. One place is as good as another, and I mean, there's only a certain amount of real estate in town. Stands to reason they probably just took up right where the old guys left off. Good way to recruit as well. All the bad, crooked fellows in town know exactly where it is, know how to get there.
How can we trust them?
Oh, we can't trust them. But if they piss me off too much, I might just feed them to Tomb.
Nope, we are not killing them.
I never said
death.
kill them. I said feed them to Tomb.
In which they would die.
I do not eat people.
I think it was a metaphor.
It's not.
Oh.
I just looked to Kane, then to Tomb, and then Rogan. I'm like, all right, I that's on me. I need to learn to speak simply. I'm sorry.
I do not like metaphor.
You don't like metaphor.
Then why do you think you have to speak simply? Just is it because I'm foreign?
Metaphorin.
How can you be foreign if you're from a town that's 70 miles south of here?
There's a border.
Fuck, he got me. Damn it. Look, I say we head, find this old cult. Some of them were drinking at the bar, back where we found that, had a chat with that river folk woman, and we see what we can do about getting one of them to fess up and give us a location of a place where cultists could meet in secret.
Aye.
Perhaps the captain already knows where the cult of Ooze used to live.
Yep.
Use.
Yeah, but if we do it that way, we have to hurt the captain to get him to talk. And actually, I suppose that would be quicker, to be completely honest.
It would be very fast.
I presume he's still
Okay,
standing.
He's listening to this entire conversation.
Yeah. I'm like,
Kind of like got his head cocked a little bit.
Right, no more.
And we are on a ship, so it's quiet. And I suppose we could just torture him.
Well, we're not torturing anyone. We're just gonna go find.
No.
Someone
Are you trying
part
to
of the cult?
join this cult of Vecna? 'Cause I can't really allow that. That's not very good.
Oh, that's
No.
okay, because luckily none of us were actually asking for your goddamn permission, so...
That's right. Ha!
Some of our friends are in danger, and the only way we can save them is going through this cult.
And by through them, we mean quite literally through them.
Like stopping them. Yes.
In a way,
My
yes.
bullet going
Okay.
through them.
Oh, well, I can help with that. That's my goal too. I see, but we're very in line here. I was worried there for a moment. I know that some of the old headquarters, most of them aren't frequented anymore since, they burned the old cultists out. They weren't really wanting to move in because the Kelp's still kind of on watch by the holier people of town. Well, there's a couple hole-in-the-wall places that they like to gather. As far as I know, though, they're not really congregating anywhere. They deface old places that the church has never really got to cleaning around, though, with the holy symbol. There's a lot of defacing and, what's the word? Unsanctification of places. I've not really seen any congregating. I just know to avoid the unsanctified places,
Where?
From what I hear, it's happening a lot more up, southwest. In the Riverbunk.
All right, so I guess we're going to go to Viverbunk and look for the uprooted cultists of Use. Or if we can find one from the Whispers, we could knock him out.
All right. Let me try to figure out what we're doing here. All right. So we got two cults here. All right. One of them is a direct route to the Vecna, right?
Mm-hmm.
Right, and then now we have also the Order of Whispers, and now that's or a cult of Whispers, and now that's like a sister cult here. Is that what's happening? And then like we go into that one, try to learn about the other one, so we can learn about Vecna, so we can figure out where our friends went.
No. Pretty sure our friends have all perished. We're
Aye.
going after the old cult because they probably know where the new cult hangs out. And then we
Aye.
go straight after the new cult, and we beat the living piss out of all of them until one of them tells us where we can find Pumpkin. And then I fucking introduce Pumpkin to a world of hurt.
Me as well. Rory was a good friend of
Poughkeepsie.
mine. Yes, we are going to Poughkeepsie
Yeah,
all
absolutely.
over his undead corpse.
Perfect. All right, well, I'm in.
Right.
Okay. Let's go.
But first we have to go to Bebom.
Verbatim.
Bebom.
It will be a long trip. Perhaps we should meet Master Kieran in the morning
Yeah.
first.
We
We'll
should
hit up.
do that.
Yes,
Aye.
we'll
Aye.
talk to Kieran and then be on our way.
Well, feel free to stop
What is
by
Morden,
anytime.
baby?
Y'all seem like decent
Thank you.
folk, wanting to stop you know who and all that. So,
No, he's not called you know who. That's someone completely different.
Pumpkin.
Aye, you know.
That's
Similar
Moldy
begin-
Butt.
Pumpkin.
Begins with a V, evil, undead. I
Ends
get
with an
what-
A.
Pumpkin,
Okay.
Pumpkin.
Pumpkin. All right. Good to know.
Oh.
You never saw us.
If you need a boat to Verbabonk, I'm headed that way day after tomorrow.
That'd be fantastic. We will be on the boat.
All right.
Thank
Happy
you for your
holidays.
usefulness.
What a nice fella for overhearing us talking about murdering him.
Nothing we don't hear on the docks every day.
Oh, he still hears us. Oh, crap. He's got good ear.
Yeah, we need it.
Shit,
Let's
we
get
gotta
on
out of
the
here.
other side of the ship. Everyone just kind of like moves together as one.
The whole ship tilts as we all
It's not that small, but yeah, you guys.
Yeah, we have to get out of VoIP range.
Damn it, VoIP range. Damn it, Ark. Man. Okay, so I guess we're gonna take a long rest to wait out the night.
Okay.
Where are we sleeping?
We probably could go back to that tavern where we all met up.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, there's rooms there with the Rock and Oliphant. I realized my Southern came through last week, and I was like, the Rock and Oliphant, just like you say pork and beans, but it's Rock and Oliphant. Gotta put that D on the end of that and.
The tavern keep. Timothy is a really nice guy.
Yeah, he's super, super nice. Super cool.
His wife's weird though. Eats people.
I don't get it, but okay.
Santa Monica Diet from
I've
Netflix.
not seen that. Not seen it.
Oh, Drew Barrymore plays a zombie,
Awesome.
and that's the whole premise of the show.
Love it. So, you guys head over to the Rock and Oliphant for the night. It's by the point in time you get in, like, the last of the patrons are falling asleep in their drink or have headed out for the evening. It's like 2 a.m, maybe even a little later. You guys all get individual rooms and a good night's sleep. The next day, do you guys sleep in or you wake up early?
Kane would wake up early.
Yeah.
Early.
I wake up early.
What's y'all's normal morning kind of routine thing y'all do? You just wake up, head down. What you do?
Wake up, clean the gun, and then actually go hunt my own food and bring it back for the chef to cook.
Okay. That's awesome.
Damn.
I like that.
Yeah, like really early, because
Yeah.
that's when the prey is out.
There's like some migrating geese. You just like shoot one over the river.
I want to be a fly on the wall in Saturne's room. His morning ritual.
What is he doing? Yeah.
Some stuff.
Some stuff.
Stuff.
He will go
Seeps out of
down
the
in
wood.
There's like a full
woodwork,
cooked
literally.
goose in front of Rogan at the breakfast table.
I want that. Nope, can't have it. This is mine.
Wait, what about Kane? What does he do?
Kane would just be up. He has his sword across his lap, wrapped in bandages and chains. He kind of places his hand over the sword and he kind of whispers a bit. The engravings on each chain link begin to light up as the ward kind of tightens a little bit. And then he leaves the room and he goes down to the tavern and he sits in a booth just watching people, their interactions, seeing how people of this land interact with each other in the morning. There's a lot of, why the hell are you shouting? And what the heck do you want?
Yeah.
Go on.
Some people are like, it's too loud. Because, it's
hangovers.
Lots and lots and lots of hangovers. So.
You probably see Rogan leave and then come back with a giant buck or something.
It's a big goose. Big goose. And it's already cooked up. He was up super early getting his...
Oh man, our goose is cooked.
Your goose is cooked. All right. So
My
he's
goose is cooked.
observing the local wildlife, aka peasants. What about Mickey? What does Mickey's kind of morning look like?
Depends on which side of it you're on. If you look on it from the outside, it looks quite entertaining and humorous as his door opens and two very disgruntled ladies of the night leave. And you can hear sort of him getting ready in the background. It looks like he's had a good night, but really he actually spent most of the night just getting
Crying.
drunk and doing nothing but realizing that he actually really misses someone.
Aww.
Oh.
Pretty torn up about her potential death and wasted a lot of money on some very pretty girls that went to waste. So he comes down and he looks quite respectable until he gets to like the final few steps before he steps out in the tavern, and he messes up his hair, ruffles his shirt somewhat, puts a semi-convincing smile on his face and staggers down the steps. Morning, fucktards. What we doing? Are you
Well, I am having a goose here.
having a goose?
Literally, this is a goose I found in the sky, and then I put it to the ground, and now it's here and going in my belly.
That's good. I'm waiting for Kieran.
All right. What about
Right.
Sir Tomb? What's Sir Tomb's morning kind of like?
So very early in the morning, Tomb woke up, said some morning prayers, put on his armor, and as he comes out of his room to go down and get whatever cheapest
Wait, how does he
food-
put his armor on? Is it
Okay,
like one foot in front, like one foot and then the other, like everyone else, or is there like?
It's pretty easy for him. He has this. It's old and beaten and rusted plate armor, but it's bejeweled as well. There's several gems in the armor, and as he stretches his arms out, the armor sort of just comes up and clanks together, and almost like the metal melts into itself. There's definitely some magic to it. It's sort of like Iron Man.
I was literally just
It's
saying
Iron Man, yeah.
metal version of Iron Man playing.
Yeah, exactly.
And he
He's doing
picks up
weird
his
dance and. Yeah.
He picks up his mask and puts it on his face and kind of turns it until it's straight. And he comes down out of the room. This is early in the morning just to get food. But as he comes out, like gnats and flies kind of follow him out. They've kind of congregated overnight. And he'll get some soup. He'll go back up. He'll take off the mask. He'll eat the soup. He'll put the mask back on. And then finally, probably just like moments after Mickey, he'll clank his way back down the stairs.
I imagine that like every time the camera pans round, we miss his face, but just miss his face. And
It's like, what's his
infuriating.
face from Naruto? Like, you never see, like,
No.
the lower half. Yeah.
And if you try to like see what's through the eye holes or the nose holes of his iron mask, it's actually just shadow. And if you stare at it too long, that shadow will start to swirl a little bit too. There's something unnatural about it.
He's like the Master Chief. You never see Master Chief without his helmet.
When he takes the mask off, there's another mask underneath. Even if you hack the camera angle, it's just another 2 masks. Damn it.
Alright. So y'all are eating breakfast, and I think this is actually a good point to take a quick 5-minute break. Let everyone get drink refills, bio break, whatever we need. But we'll be back in
Sure.
5 minutes, everybody. we are back and we are not muted. So hey guys.
Yeah.
I hope everyone had a good little brief break. We would love to thank our lovely people who followed so far during the stream. We have Blamed Cat, Blue and Lace, Nergobert, Frost from Fire, Crazy Chris MC, and we also have some wonderful people who donated some bits, like the Opera Geek and Mage and Sage, and some also wonderful hosts from Lorelania, Earthen Lady, and Hay Wilson. So, we are back! We are back with Vecna Lives, and I am super hyped to see what other shenanigans. It's only been an hour and a half, but I'm already hyped to see what other shenanigans they get into in the remaining hour and a half. So, they all have congregated down for breakfast. And just it's probably, in a couple hours before you have to meet with Kieran. He said he'd be over for tea, which, it's just after lunch. Is there anything you all wanted to do till then, or should we fast forward time?
Good.
We can fast forward time.
Right. That's time fast forwarding. It's now tea time. It's like 2 p.m.
It's crazy.
And you guys see a familiar face walk in. I'm about to put you in the tavern. Hold on. I have a map for this.
Holy crap.
You're late, Kieran.
It's loading.
See?
But you guys are on a map, and I will make you better tokens for next week. But for now,
We're all the same guy in a hood.
Yeah.
Not me. Wait.
we're
Oh,
at
wait. Hold on.
this
I think
table.
I just spoiled something I wasn't supposed to.
No?
No, those guys are like beggars. They're like outside.
Oh, okay.
That's the kitchen right there. They're all like begging for scraps out there. The cook's like giving them like little bits of soup and stuff. But you all see Kieran enter the bar, the Rock and Oliphant. Ba-da-boop, ba-da-boop, ba-da-boop. And he says, "Greetings, you all. I see you're ready for our meeting."
You're late. I've been.
No, it's just I
reading-
was precisely when he means to.
That's not true at all.
That's very true.
That just means you're very bad at time management.
Nope.
That's an excuse, is what that is.
No, I'm here and it's tea time. I have a room reserved for us to have our meeting in, so we're not overheard by the masses, as I've discovered and heard. It is wise to do around you a lot. So, follow me to the garden room, and I will start our meeting. And he kind of walks off this way into the garden room.
Gardens aren't technically rooms, they're outside and rooms.
You see that there is a kind of like a mage circle in the floor here. You guess that the mages use this room fairly frequently for meetings. That's why it's just kind of here. And you guys sit down for your meeting. Alright, he's like, well,
Perfect.
have a seat, make yourself comfortable. The tea will be brought in shortly, I'm certain. And he kind of just adjusts his little tiny spectacles at the end of his nose. Alright, well, we are here to discuss, the disappearance of the Circle of Eight and most likely the death's head with Mordenkainen. I will begin the summoning of Mordenkainen once we're all in and comfortable. And tea is brought, and you see the barmaid's like, I've got your tea, here you go. Bloop. And she leaves, and the door is closed.
My immersion's so hard. Who else is?
Ooh, the door closes.
That's amazing.
I try. So it's basically just you lot. How are you underneath this circle? Whatever, it's fine.
I'm skilled.
Oh. Boop! He puts a circle on there. I realized. There you go, there's a circle here.
Oh crap! I'm in it. Ah!
Here, we'll just.
I am Mordenkainen. That's what this means.
No,
Look,
that's.
I'm in the circle.
That's not what
I am
this
Mordenkainen.
means. Please stop interfering
you-
with the ritual.
Morden,
Could
baby.
you zoom in a little bit on the
Yes, I can do that now that
Totally.
we're in the room. Oh, wrong one. Wrong. Oop. Sir Tomb, don't be outside and all alone.
Oh no!
We'll get you in here.
And Tomb will stand close to the door
All right.
too, if he can.
Yeah, there's seats, there's standing room. This is a fairly spacious room, and he starts doing a little spell. He has a ring on, and he seems to be using that as his focus point. A little circle appears. Little magey lights appear, and everything's all hunky-dory. And then, you see a older man with a beard, kind of gaunt-cheeked, appear in the circle, and he says, "Oh yes, this is a projection of Mordenkainen, and Mordenkainen and these other people I messaged you about yesterday." Mordenkainen's like, "Well, good evening, or good afternoon, whatever time it is where you're at. You have information on the Circle of 8, I have been told, as to their disappearance."
Yes, they are dead. Vecna killed them.
"Ah, I see. Straightforward to the point. Excellent. I like you. Well,
This is like the one time Mickey isn't going to call him out, but just because he knows Mordenkainen's just pretty much the same as Kane.
yes. Well, I'm glad
Foreign.
you have confirmed this. They're all dead, for certain.
We know that the owner of Mickey's panties, Jarlizel?
Jalarzi?
Jarlarzi, she is dead, and I have a feeling Rory is dead as well.
Yes, well, if they're dead, then they're probably all are dead indeed. Poppycock. This is not good. My suspicions have been confirmed. I've been trying to locate them, but seeing as how the past few months, I've been suspicious they are indeed dead. You have confirmed this. I appreciate it. If they were killed by Vecna, I suspect that the cult is very highly involved. I also suspect that the cult of Vecna is responsible for these blackouts of divination magic we've been having that seem to be spreading throughout the continent. It's not good. I mean, I suppose that there could be other reasons, like the planes aren't aligned properly, blah blah blah, something about the gods all fighting amongst themselves, but I really feel like this cult is more powerful than we suspect, and they're trying to isolate this country, this continent of Greyhawk, in preparation for a coup, perhaps. The only thing I could think of that they are using to make this blackout, if the cult of Vecna is involved, as you say, it would be using the hand and the eye as artifacts. Do you know anything about these artifacts, the hand and eye of Vecna?
I read it in a book that the Cult of Whispers have a hand and eye.
Ah, yes. The Cult of
That's all.
Whispers is one of the names for the cults of... That's the official name of the Cult of Vecna. They don't like to, broadcast their master's name everywhere. It helps them stay hidden longer until it becomes too late in certain cities. But thankfully, we are well educated. Well, I suppose I shall be about. I've been trying to fix this divination blackout. I suppose I'll get on to bringing back the Circle of 8 as well.
We are on our way to. Where are we on our way to?
Baby bump.
But what? Baby bump?
Baby bump.
No. Verbominic.
Verbabonk.
Verbabonk. Yes.
He gets this look on his face like, these are competent and smart people. Then you're like, baby bump, but he's like, oh.
Look, you Greyhawks have weird names for all of your cities.
It's possible.
Yeah, I'm with him on that one.
Except for Greyhawk.
Yeah, Greyhawk is
Greyhawk is.
it's a color and a common bird.
I don't
Those
even
are
know
really
what
easy things to remember.
Verbabonk is. It sounds like something you pass when you
Kane-
take a shit.
May I just point out though that you came up with a ridiculous code word for Rogan, so
Poughkeepsie?
I
That
duck.
is-
I duck.
Whoa! Oh, I'm so sorry. False alarm, Rogan.
You said it. I'm sorry.
I know I said it, and you did it. At least we know
Candlestick
that
nearby
that it
has
works.
been blown in half.
Yeah.
This has been a drill.
This has been a test of the emergency Rogan broadcast system.
Another emergency.
Maybe
if
you
this
hear
was
a
a real
fire and then
emergency.
the image of Mordenkainen flickers a bit as a bullet passes through it.
Poughkeepsie is a wonderful.
Bang!
I'm sorry, district
Again.
of my hamlet.
Another hole in the wall.
Kieran's just like, oh,
Mordenkainen.
Mordenkainen is just kind of like, are you finished? Do you have anything
Look,
else
right.
able to?
Look,
Mm.
we're gonna need some help against this. What have you found so far?
Do you have any items that we could use,
Yeah, that'd be fantastic.
or any exposition that you may spout?
Well, I'm sure that the Mages Guild would be more than happy to send you off with basic adventuring provisions, a couple potions, scrolls, whatnot.
Yeah, I don't want any of that crap. I want something expensive and breakable.
Where did they go?
Oh,
The mages.
also that.
Yeah, where did the Circle of Eight go?
Well, it'd be easier to track them if divination magic is working. I've
No,
been
no,
traveling along trying to locate some objects I know they would have had on them.
Listen, you must know where they went, surely. I mean, you're Mordenkainen.
I have an idea of where they went. They went to some foothills in an area that was having great fluctuations of magic. I myself am actually only a day's journey away from there, and we will be doing the investigating of that area. However, I believe you all would be more beneficial investigating this hand in this eye artifact, because if we can find that, we could be able to find and bring back the circle faster.
Right.
I'm unsure of this. I mean, there has been other vintage Canans in the past, but this one here is a modern Canan. And I don't know if are we going to...
I don't get it. Are you saying he's old or young? Wait, is Mordenkainen just a title passed
No,
from
it is
one
my name, and I'm one of the founders of the Circle of Eight.
Oh,
Okay,
all
right.
right. I was confused.
Right. Look, Morty, you must know where exactly, specifically, they were tasked investigating. Can you give it to us on a map?
Look,
If you tell me where you think they last were, I'll stop talking to you.
I'm not going to give you... I don't know exactly where they were. I believe they were near some foothills, near some type of tomb.
Whoa,
Some
whoa,
old-
whoa!
Ah, he said it. Whoa.
Everyone looks at Tomb like,
That is not how you spell my name. Different
do you
tomb.
oh right.
TOMB.
There is no B in my name.
Not in your name, but in the word that he is referring to. Yes, there is a B.
All right,
Tomb.
Morty.
Morden.
We need Morden. Look, we need to figure out where these guys were. So if you could do anything to help us along our way, we can go sooner, and that way.
I will find
Take
where the
off.
circle disappeared and inform you as soon as I know. Meanwhile, if you could investigate this cult of whispers and find these artifacts, I'm sure we could bring them back.
Okay.
I raise my hand and I look at Kieran. How do you mute this? How do you make
You
him so he can't hear us?
don't really do that. It's just an open communication.
Right. Anyways, I feel like he's sending us to do grunt work so he can go take all the glory of saving the Circle of Eight. Also, I have a slight feeling that he is going to be killed as well.
I founded the Circle of Eight. And I am also trying to fix this divination problem. I'm a very busy individual, and if you are wanting to see the Circle of Eight again, then lightening my workload so I do not have to do all of the work
all right.
myself.
Where should we start looking for these artifacts then?
Wherever a great concentration of these cultists can be found. I've not been... I've only
The baby.
recently...
Verbosius. Verbabonke.
Sure.
Start
Start there. Why not? I will let you know when I have found anything interesting.
How will you let us know?
I will send you a message.
How will you know where we are?
I've
Exactly.
seen your faces and I know your names. I can send you a message.
You know my
What?
name?
What's
Yes,
Sir
Cave.
Tomb's name?
So, Tomb, you are Mickey Cartwell, right? Cartwell?
Yeah, right, but he's
Rogan
got to have more
Thunderbeard.
to his name than just Sir Tomb.
That is
Just
enough for the
Tomb.
sending spell to
There
work.
we-
Good
okay.
heavens, you people. I am very busy and I believe there's some interference.
That's not how these things
I'll
work.
hear from you,
It's the
and
curse.
it's flickering when he says. It's breaking up. I'll let you know when I find anything, and it just fizzles out.
I love screwing with that guy.
You like that went well?
Yeah. He's so uptight. Seriously, he needs a holiday. So,
We should find these artifacts. I think he is right.
yeah, no, he's probably right. Unfortunately, he is mostly always right.
Well, the good thing is we know that Vecna doesn't have depth perception and he only has one hand.
True.
So all we have to do is come at him really, really fast and he won't be able to discern how close we really are to him.
He probably, yeah. Okay, right. So, we're looking for a hand and an eye, probably really nasty looking fucking things. They came off a dead bloke.
Or
Right.
very mint and pristine.
Right.
What?
I mean, if they're artifacts, why would it be just a mummified hand?
I know, that sounds ridiculous. We should query
Yeah.
You know what? Let's go to Verbank and ask the Cult of Whispers if they can let us see their hand and eye.
We could go
You
claiming
could
to
ask
be
them if they
individuals.
need a hand.
We
Or
could-
we say we need a hand and then see how they respond.
what we could do is we could go there and claim that we're here to identify and authenticate whether or not it truly is the hand. As collectors, to let them know, we could go and value it.
Hmm.
We
Or
could,
we could just rush in there and knock them all out, take
and
their stuff and leave.
You want to mug them?
we line them up after we knock them out, and we
And then we
kill
shoot
one
them.
at a time. Yes.
No, we don't. We don't kill them. You're making Vecna stronger.
No. Here's what we do: we find them, we beat the piss out of them.
Wait, what do you mean? What do you mean? Go back. How is Pumpkin getting stronger when we killed it?
Think
Remember the conversation when we talked about religion?
Think about cookies in an oven. They are the
you have me a
living
cookie?
followers of Pumpkin.
Aye.
When they die, they're fully cooked, and Pumpkin picks up said cookie and eats it.
What?
What?
I look at Tomb like, is this making any sense to you?
No.
Right.
You had me.
Let's-
You had me until fully cooked.
So we're talking about pumpkin cookies now.
This is very confusing. If I were to kill you,
If
Rogan,
you try and kill him, I will beat you.
no. I would never.
I don't think
kill
you
him.
can. All right, look at you.
But if
Foreigner.
Rogan were to die, Vecna would pluck his spirit as it left his body. He would never join his ancestors.
What?
Devour said spirit,
Of course I
take his
will.
body, force his will into the body, and control it like a puppet.
all fucking around aside.
How do you know that?
That's what a lich does.
That's what a necromancer does.
Well, that's also, but
How do you know that?
My father burned one on a pyre when I was young.
I fucked a lot of
You're
girls.
telling me when you burn people, you learn everything about them?
My father knew, and imparted that
Well,
wisdom onto me.
Considering some of the sick burns you've already got on the racist dwarf, I'm surprised you don't know him good enough to
Right.
realize that he's not gonna fucking
I
understand.
knew
So we
that
should
that
just
goose was flying south for the winter, but I thought that was because it was general knowledge, not because we cooked it. Is that so? You're telling me I knew where it
But
was
have
going
you had
because of the patterns?
have you had goose before? So how do you not know that you learnt it last time you ate a goose and this time you knew it because you'd already eaten a goose?
I gather
And
up
on
the
that, I
party
leave-
and
I
we
leave-
all start walking towards the
Yeah,
boat.
You look at Kieran. He's just looking at this conversation. He's like, I think I should go. Before you leave the room, I want everyone to make
To
me
roll
a
initiative.
perception check.
Can Tomb just tell him that we were never there and he never saw us, please?
You never
Wasn't-
saw us here.
There we go. I feel like the conversation isn't over until Tomb says that.
All right. What did
How
everybody
do I
get
have a-
on their perception check?
13 for me.
perception.
14.
Okay.
23.
All right. Anyone who rolled a 15 or higher,
Me.
you guys kind of hear footsteps approaching,
Mm-hmm.
and suddenly the glass, because it's this whole wall, like to the garden, is just glass. The glass shatters,
Oh.
and inside pop, pew, pew, pew,
I knew they weren't beggars.
boom. Oh, they're
Good
not that
save.
They're not that well organized. Hold on. There we
Wait,
go.
Oh, they haven't been practicing their battle formations.
Nah, not quite. They're not that awesome.
Squad.
But because I think most of you have the alert feat, I need everybody to roll me some initiative.
I did.
Where's the initiative?
I took
There it is.
alert. That's wonderful.
I don't think I took any feats.
There's no
Okay.
valid tokens selected.
Hold on.
What?
What?
Hold on.
All right, let me double check this. I think I may have messed up the
I
tokens.
think we are supposed to drag our token from our sheet.
Maybe. Hold on. I'm editing the tokens right now to make it easier. This should work. Maybe. All right. Is it not working? All right. Maybe try dragging y'all dragging your tokens out.
Okay.
There you are.
Douche.
And let's try that again. There we go.
There we go. All right. All right.
My modifiers are ridiculous.
They are. I'm not going to lie.
They'd have made a filthy fucking Garrett.
Okay, so we are going to whoop. Just do one thing real quick. Do. There we go. Totally wasn't.
Oh, never mind. I
Yeah.
didn't say it. Fuck. I totally forgot. Feral instinct. I gain advantage on initiative rolls if you
Ooh.
enter a rage first.
That's fine. Here.
So can I just say I rage up?
Sure.
Okay.
I'm pretty flexible in that. And then we have.
Let's see.
You a barbarian?
There we go.
He is a barbarian.
It's funny. I forgot
We
about
also
that.
have.
I've never played a level 14 barbarian before.
Oh, I didn't roll initiative.
Yeah. Let's go with. Whoop. Let's see how everybody does.
Why is there a hand and an eye in initiative?
I don't know. I guess you'll have to find out.
Screw you, Lindy.
All right.
One of them has the hand. We must cut it off.
Oh, this is awesome.
20.
Excellent. And then one more. I usually pre-roll initiatives, but I forgot. Oh man, they did so good. All right. So the hand gets to go first. Look at that. That's so exciting. You see this guy in this strange and odd Oh, we're also in combat now, so... Dun, dun, dun. There we go.
Perfect.
There we go.
Now
Much,
I feel like I'm there.
much more exciting.
I look around I'm like, guys.
The music's changed.
The music changed. We all turned to face the window.
looks up to the right, noticed autosave
Yeah.
icon.
Yeah.
Oh shit.
I walked in, there's no one in this area. It's just a big open space. I'm like, right.
It's a boss fight.
Alright, he is going to attack the closest person, which I believe would be Kane. He's gonna kind of moves really wonkily, really oddly. I think Mickey would notice this because Mickey's perception check was fairly high. You don't
20.
see legs underneath. You see lots of fingers as it scurries onwards.
That is natural.
coming out from underneath the edge of the cloak. And
Perfect.
let's see, it's going to make 2 attacks against you.
Schwexy.
First, you see a fist come out and try to punch you.
Okay.
That's a natural 20. So,
Oh, yeah, gosh.
you're fine. You
Okay.
guys are fine. I hate D8s. You are going to take 19 points of. Oh, wait. I got double that. 34 points of bludgeoning damage.
Okay.
Which you're raging though, so it's halved. As
Yep.
this hand
So it's
reaches out, punches you.
fuck.
34,
16? 17?
17.
Okay. At 130. No, I'm at 129. There we go.
Right, excellent. He punches you, and then you see another hand reach out and try to crush your throat. And I don't think a 12 hits you. So.
Nope. I'm going to activate Riposte.
Okay.
Because I have Martial Adept. I was able to take some Battlemaster
Nice.
stuff. So I'm going to Riposte. I'm going to spend Riposte. I heard it both ways.
I'm going to repost.
I'm going to spend my
Riposte?
Riposte superiority die. I'm going to make an attack with my quarterstaff against it.
Okay, do it.
Um,
That doesn't hit.
let's see.
I'm afraid of
You
natural
can use your
one.
action to spend a superiority, make a melee weapon attack. Okay, yep, nope, that doesn't hit. Okay,
Yeah.
cool.
This. It's just very startling because when the second hand reaches out, you see it underneath the cloak a little bit, and it's just a mass of hand, like from the elbow down, arms just holding each other together and reaching out, and it's a little creepy. So that's the hand's turn. But it is now your turn, Kane.
I'm going to attack with my quarterstaff again.
All right.
Trying to. Where is I'm raging. So, hold on. 29.
From a crit fail to a crit success, yes, you just smash into this writhing mass of hands and arms and fingers and deal a good bit of damage.
It does 10, and that's doubled, so 20.
Excellent.
And as you strike, you feel like this electric heat come off of Tomb, and anybody within 10 feet who is an ally will get +5 damage to their attacks.
Nice.
So 30.
Very nice.
And I have an extra attack, which
You
is
do.
wonderful. Let's go swing a ring ding.
Oh, my gosh!
Kane.
2 natural 20s in a row! Well then.
Let's see.
Wow.
That's 32.
Yeah,
Yep, 32 points of damage.
excellent. Excellent. Anything else you'd like to do?
No, I think that is all I can do.
It's nuts.
Oh shit, I totally forgot. See, chat, I'm sorry. I don't play Barbarian a lot. I, as a Barbarian, have Brutal Critical. Roll an additional die when determining extra damage.
All right, we'll do that twice
So-
then.
Roll. It should be 2d6
Mhm.
plus 4.
For each?
No, I'm just adding them all up. Oh, so
Oh,
it'd be
adding them up once,
2d6 plus 8? No, it'd be 2d6 plus 4 because it would roll 1 2d6. No, it'd be 2d6
Nuts.
plus 8. Math,
Good
16.
Math is
God.
hard. All right. Yeah, this thing is just, it doesn't make any noise, but you see blood dripping through, and it's just writhing underneath this cloak. Rogan,
Aye.
what would you like to do? A bunch of creepy cultist dudes just busted in through the window.
Rogan loads. Already had a magazine in there, but he takes the contents that was in his pipe and he dumps it in the top of his the barrel. And as he does that, there's
powder.
yeah, pow, and he dumps that in the top of it, and then as he blows into the barrel and you see it glows like this faint cyan violet.
Ooh.
And then when it's still glowing, he lowers it, and I do. I think it's thunder shock. What happened to my gear sheet? Hold on.
What
Poughkeepsie.
happened to my
Poughkeepsie, Rogan. Poughkeepsie.
Right now. So he goes. Where is it? Blast wave. So I have a 15-foot cone in front of me. Everybody within does a DC 16 strength saving throw, or take
Okay.
2d6 plus 5 and push 10 feet away from me. I guess I'm effectively in this square though, aren't I? When it
Yeah.
comes to battle.
You could be in the square
So,
behind it if you'd like, but yeah, you could also just step up one. So.
Is that a 15 cone? I don't know how to measure a cone.
Let's see.
in
I actually have
Uh,
these nifty cone things. So hold on.
15-foot
Oh, yeah.
cone should be
I have assets,
from
y'all.
one side to another.
So it's like thunder.
Yeah.
All right, cool. Let's use this thing then. That looks pretty cool. Looks kind of thundery. It's like a big cloud.
Let's pull out that spray template.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's a what save? A strength save? Or a dex save?
Strength DC 16.
All right,
Mm.
sweet.
Strength
I
save, or
have...
be
Well,
blown
that's, like,
back
the
10,
hardest-
10 feet.
To view cone ever. Oh, it's because I'm on the wrong layer. What about there?
Oh,
Boom.
That looks good.
So it's like 15 feet. So like that.
And sideways.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It'd be originating from...
Boom.
yeah.
You get all three of those guys.
Yeah, I want to do
Yeah.
that. I want to get all
Okay,
three
cool.
of
So
them
it's not clipping.
without you.
Cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which is fine. I get advantage on strength saving throws.
Yeah, you're
anyways.
a barbarian too, so
Yeah,
that
all right,
actually
so-
would have been perfect anyway.
They gotta make saving throws.
Yeah, that's 15.
All right. Well, the cultists got natural 20s on their saving throws, but the
Balls.
hand only got a 12.
wow.
Aha!
I have to say, this enemy's technique of rolling dice that we can't see is really effective for them and their
Well-
natural 20s.
I'm just saying.
It's better than the quantum roller when you get
Yeah.
one crit fail and then two crits right
yeah.
after it.
Right.
That was a bad one.
A little insane. All right. So that much damage? Do they take half on a save?
I think it's 2d6. Yeah, blast wave. On a failed saving throw, it takes 2d6.
Okay.
On a failed saving throw, it takes and then pushed away.
Okay.
Damage increased. Oh no, I'm sorry, it's 3d6. One more
All
d6.
right. Roll another d6. It's pushed away. All right.
Yeah, they're pushed away 10 feet from the origin. So it was
So he
10,
bumps into
14
this guy,
total.
and it's like,
Which is
and he just
horrible.
knocks him out of the way. Anything else?
That's it. I don't think I could do anything else. I don't have another action.
Hey, Mickey, it's your turn. It's your turn. What you gonna do, Mickey?
Hey, Mickey. Mickey sees this going down and is going to step forward to the first one. And I'm going to just make some of the stabbies at him
Okay.
to screw this guy. So we'll go First attack.
Fortunately, that misses.
Don't believe I have advantage.
Wow.
So I've never played a swashbuckler before, so I'm just checking because I know
Yeah.
I get.
You do get, because you're the only guy within 5 feet of him, you do get your sneak attack.
Yes. Okay.
I'm very intimately familiar with Swashbuckler.
Okay. Sweet. So yeah.
If you hit.
Yeah.
I love how we're all.
You are.
I assume we're all playing classes we don't necessarily are used to.
At really high levels.
Yeah.
At really high
This is
levels.
gonna be
Yeah.
awesome, guys. And you are multi-class with fighter, so you have a second attack, correct?
I do indeed,
Yes.
and I'm a dual wielder, so I have 2 rapiers.
Ooh, nice.
Oh, damn it, a 12.
Unfortunately, he's just too nimble for you.
That is a 1 and a 2. I've
You're just
rolled.
like, ugh, and he's
Yeah.
just kind of steps to one side, and just
So
steps to the other.
I've got a third attack with my offhand,
Yep.
which I,
Oh my god.
I quantum roller, ladies and gentlemen. Lindy, can I have your dice, please? your savage killing dice.
Wow.
My savage killing. They're not savage killing dice.
Mickey
This
is-
is actually really bad. It's so awful.
Shouldn't have had a liquid breakfast this morning, guys. I am
Yeah,
very drunk.
All right, you guys are fine.
it's bad.
Tomb, what would you like to do? This cultist just broken through the window.
So as everything goes to
This-
hell,
Creepy cloaked guy is bleeding really heavily.
Toom will pull his halberd out, and in one hand he's holding it to his side, and he kind of takes a look around. They all seem like they're living. Can we see their faces?
You can see like half they have like, their bandit hoods pulled up around like scarves because it's all winter time. They have scarves all pulled up around their faces, but they do appear to be living. Yes.
Okay. Then Toom will take a single step towards Mickey and the cultist. Mickey is just engaged. And with his halberd, he's going to swing it around his head
Okay.
twice.
Sure. Go for it.
And
Show me that backswing.
Is there 2?
That's
there
a
two
Tomb's
tombs?
special ability. He can create. He can drop a little bit of his worms, and it creates another
Grow
tomb.
another worm?
I don't know what you're talking about. It's delusion. It's fine.
So,
I got very scared.
12.
I was like, "What is that?"
Unfortunately, a 12 does not hit on your first swing.
And on the second swing, a 25.
That definitely does hit.
Okay.
Only the-
That'll do.
Just
I don't
if
know
you
how
just
to-
click on the word
Oh,
halberd,
yeah.
it'll roll the damage for you.
Oh,
Yeah, super nifty. Very nice.
So 13 slashing and 1 radiant damage as the blade of the halberd burns with a hot energy.
Nice.
And then he's gonna go ahead and take the butt of the halberd with his bonus action. He's gonna jab it and do a halberd half attack,
Nice. Okay.
which is 25.
Also, that
Nice.
Yes, very, very nice. This guy does not seem to be able to dodge your big, hefty swings as well as he could the rapier. He's just not used to something that large coming at them that quickly.
Oh, Mickey feels so good now. Come on.
And he's definitely taken a couple of good blows. He is still definitely standing though, and he still looks pretty alright.
All right. After he hits him a couple of times, he's gonna sort of get real close to Mickey, and his mask turns, and he'll say, "Be ready." That's all.
oh, okay. I was waiting for an impassioned speech, but nope.
This man, a few words. There's the eyes turn now, and I don't think you guys would hear this because you're kind of busy right now. But around the corner comes. Maybe you guys would hear some more footsteps coming from around the corner.
I can't be surprised.
You can't be surprised. It's not surprising. It's just whether you hear them yet or not.
I have a 22 passive perception.
Yeah, you hear some footsteps. Oh, and he'd be in the back. There we go. coming around the corner. They won't get you this turn, but they've hopped the garden wall, and they're on their way. The cultist's turn. Well, this one's gonna attack Mickey because, no, he's gonna leave Mickey alone because he doesn't see Mickey as a threat.
The biggest insult.
Yeah.
And he's gonna attack Sir Tomb as he was just struck by him. He gets 3 attacks. That's so cool. I don't think rolling a 2 is gonna help him though. So second attack. Does a 17 hit you, Tomb?
No, AC 18.
Alright. Well, that is a 24, so that one will hit. You are going to take 5 points of piercing damage. As his little short sword comes out from under his cloak and tries to stab at you, and he misses on the first 2 and then hits on the third. This guy is gonna come up and attack y'all too. They're just gonna come up. This one's gonna enclose, and this one's gonna enclose. And they're each gonna make an attack against everybody.
As the one comes up towards Tomb, use my sentinel feet.
Oh!
So when he's 10 feet away,
Uh-huh.
Tomb will turn and just overhead swing at him with a halberd.
Do it! Stop him in his tracks.
Uh,
That hits for
19.
sure. Roll some damage.
So 16, and his speed is reduced to 0, 10 feet away.
He just stops here and he's like, curse you! He stands there. He acts like it's like he's doing it on purpose. Like, yeah, I'm gonna guard this guy right here. So we're gonna get an attack on Kane, an attack on Rogan, and an attack on Master Kieran. Alright, well, 4 misses, a 3 misses, and an 8 misses. So, Rogan, you don't get attacked. They just swing a lot at you. It's like some of that smoke from your thunder cannon is still going on a bit. Kane,
That's right.
does a 20 hit you?
A 20 does hit me.
Okay, I'm assuming a 12 misses, and
Yep.
a 22 would hit. So you get
Yes.
struck twice by their short swords. And you take 11 points of slashing damage.
Halved.
Halved.
Or okay, so
So,
that's
5.
5.5. So
Just 5.
this
We round down.
okay, 5, 1, 2, 3.
And Sir Kieran has popped a shield. He holds up his hand, and a little shield pops in front of him, and he doesn't get hit at all. But it is now the hand's turn again. And so he is going to come over and try to attack. Let's have him attack Sir Tomb. Sir Tomb is causing the most damage thus far with his sentinel feet and his crazy glaive. And we're gonna use the dice Grant gave me because it's lucky.
Oh, dear.
Uh-oh.
That's a 20. And
Is that a dirty 20 or a nat 20?
it's a dirty 20.
Dirty.
Okay.
I get all excited when it's a nat 20. I usually fist pump. I can't help it. And then a 12. So your dirty 20, you're gonna take a punch right to the mask as you receive 12 points of bludgeoning damage as a fist comes out, and you see all the hands and arms and fingers just writhing and wriggling underneath his cloak. And you look underneath the hood, because, you're used to, hooded figures, and you look, and all it is hands and fingers just writhing in a very creepy way. Dirty, kind of gray, undead hands. And they all have, tattoos of eyes in their palms.
Okay.
Kane, it's your turn now.
I am going to smack the hand,
Alright.
and I'm going to
Bite
attack.
the hand that feeds you.
I will. I'm going to attack recklessly.
Ooh.
So I gain advantage on all weapons that use strength. I'm going to hold my quarterstaff with 2 hands, so it's now 1d8 because it's versatile. Let's roll the first attack. 28.
28 hits for sure.
And that's going to be 3 plus 5. That's going to be 8 points of damage to the hand. And the second attack is going to go onto the hand as well.
That hits as well.
25, and that's going to be 6 points of damage.
Yes.
Wait, plus 5,
Plus 5.
11.
It's 11. All right. How do you want to kill the hand?
Damn.
The hand doesn't seem like
No,
human
definitely
or
not. It's like a bunch of hands holding themselves together and by the forearms and wrists and fingers and.
So this is a monster that Kane wouldn't have a problem dispatching.
No.
So he's
This
going
thing
to
is definitely a monstrosity.
he's kind of like Morgan right now from The Walking Dead.
Mm-hmm.
So he hits the with the first hit, he hits the hand in where he assumes is the abdomen to cause it to buckle over. And as he buckles over, his staff has a giant knot at the end of it. And he takes it and brings it down and smashes whatever skull it would have.
You smash on the top, and it doesn't sound like a skull crack. It sounds more like as if you smacked the top and broke the top of somebody's hands. You hear like a bunch of bones breaking the top.
Knuckles break.
A bunch of knuckles breaking, and it just collapses. You just hear as a all pile of hands and arms and fingers just hits the floor and lands in a pile. You see some tumbling out from the cloaks as they all just let go, and there's a bunch of blood and kind of blackish ichor oozing out from this puddle as well, but he is dead. Anything else you'd like to do, Kane?
He looks over at the cultist that's right in front of him, and he gives him a wink, and then mouths, "I'm coming for you next."
Bring it! Alright, Rogan!
I can move here for freezies, right?
Yeah, for freezies.
All right, I'm gonna move there for freezies, and I'm gonna. You see, Rogan, as he like hops up onto the table and scoots over there. Actually, he probably goes around and uses it for cover. Lines up a shot, but before he lines up the shot, you see him pull from like one of his bags. Looks like a sort of like a very thin railroad spike. And he loads that into the barrel. And I'm going to do piercing round.
Okay.
This is 5 feet wide, 30 feet long. Each creature in that area must make a DC 8. Another 16. This is going to be a dexterity save.
Okay.
Or take 46 lightning damage.
They're not very dexterous. So let's have them each roll. We got 3 of them in the
Damn.
5-foot line.
That reminds me of that space wolf
they all fail.
priest that just puts a line and says, "If
Nice.
you're part of this line, you're dead."
They all
It's
fail.
pretty much. All right, cool. So 4d6 plus 5 still, right? Or is that only in the aura of Tomb?
It's probably in Tomb's aura. How far away are you?
Or was it a grant? Did
You just
grant
have
me,
to
or
be
is it an
within
aura?
10 feet. It's
10
an aura,
feet.
yeah.
So you're just outside of the aura.
Yeah. Okay. So 4d6 then. All right, 46. Yeah.
Oh, nice.
I don't know what I rolled.
Oh, you're.
Oh, nice, 22.
Yeah. Okay.
Yep. So
Yeah.
22 lightning damage as just like a spike fires through and a trail of arcing lightning just
Yeah.
like snakes through all 3 of these guys.
This guy
And
actually
would have gone through the hand pile too.
Yeah, this guy actually dies, and as the electricity goes through the hand pile, you see them all like twitch and convulse in like
Oh,
a
nice.
pile, and that's really, really disconcerting. If this was Cthulhu, you'd have to make a sanity check for seeing that, but this
Right.
is not Cthulhu. So, it's just really like, oh, that's freaky.
Let's try not to kill them. Remember, cookies, eating, pumpkin.
Making me hungry.
Mickey Cartwell, what would you like to do?
Another trapper.
The
I'm
guy
a
in front of
hunter.
you just got electrocuted to death. He kind of smells like you smell burning kind of coming off of him.
Smells crispy, yeah.
Smells real crispy.
I turn to the guy who's walked past me to get to Tits McGee. I've forgotten his name. I want to say Kieran?
Yeah,
Yes.
it's Kieran.
Yeah, Kieran. I'm going to turn to that guy and I'm going to stab at him. Fuck this guy.
Nice.
Does a 19 hit him?
Yes, 19 does.
Cool. For 13 piercing damage.
Very nice.
And then I will go.
And you'll get the aura too. You'll get 5 bonus damage.
Cool.
Oh, yeah.
We'll just add that to the top.
Yeah.
All right.
Is he still on his feet?
Yeah.
Okay. I will go for a. Yeah, does a 23 hit?
Yes, definitely.
But another.
Okay. This guy hasn't been hit yet, so he's looking pretty hardy.
Okay. And I'll go one last time.
All right.
And.
All right.
23.
Yes.
And I will sneak on the last one.
Yeah, you do get sneak attack.
That's 11.
And then plus 15, so. Nice. All right. How do you want to slice and dice this guy up? Because you like recovered quickly. You missed, and you missed, and then you're like, all right. Maybe it was just that guy, and you come up to this guy, and he was just not expecting this out of you, and you're like, stab, 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 and he's just like, and
Mickey comes up and is just like, what? I'm not good enough for you, and just basically just drives both rapiers into this guy.
Nice.
Mickey's actually incredibly strong. Doesn't. Yeah. So I'm gonna lift this guy up and basically pin him to the wall.
Okay.
But like he remembers just too late that they're not supposed to be killing these guys, and shrugs and is like, "We'll get the next one."
All right. Well, that's 1, 2, 3, 4 slaves for Vecna.
Tomb.
So Tomb, like another heat wave off of him, expands out 10 feet, and it's a wave of just like bad mojo, like anger and just aggression.
Shade.
And he turns
Throw
to
shade.
the. That's
a
right.
bonus action.
He's gonna keep on with the halberd attack, but a little more aggressively this time. He knocks a chair out of his way before he goes towards the closest cultist.
Okay.
And his first attack, an 18.
That definitely hits.
All right, for 20 damage.
I'm gonna
He's
harsh
looking-
the mellow as a bonus
He's
action.
looking real rough. He got fried
Okay.
pretty good by that lightning.
He's gonna then turn around his halberd and drive the haft of the halberd towards his nose.
Okay. That
13.
just misses.
All right, then he's gonna spin the halberd around with his extra attack one more time and bring the blade right at his neck.
Ah.
And misses.
Unfortunately, that it misses. You really freaked him out with the first attack, and he's kind of just like dodging back and forth, like "Don't hit me! Don't hit me!" His already looks really, really rough. One of them was an accidental limp, like from the lightning. Is there anything else you'd like to do?
No, it doesn't look like he is attempting to not kill this
To
guy
not
at
kill
all.
them, yeah. Okay. On this turn, we've got more people coming in. 15, 20, 25. Oh, perfect. Look at that. They're gonna join the party, and these guys look like they have short bows. And they're gonna... and this guy here... Oh, can he see anybody? Oh, he can see Rogan. He can see Kane. What can he do?
Oh golly.
Yeah, it's real exciting. He is going to... I need you to make me a wisdom saving throw.
Which one?
Rogan. You're in his line of sight better, so...
Get it? Because he's an eye.
I do.
15.
Yeah, all you see, like, is this floating cloak kind of behind these guys. 15, that is a pass. Alright, you feel like this
Take
creepy feeling kind of crawl over you, like come over you, like someone's...
I got this feeling
Someone's-
somebody's watching me.
Basically it, and you kind of just shrug
I
it
got
off.
no privacy.
Whoa, whoa. And that's
All right.
his turn. Now the cultists get to go, and they're joined by these guys who kind of are finally at the party now. So you guys fried most of the other ones. This guy's gonna kind of...
This wasn't their first party. They're doing like a tour.
Right? This guy's gonna try to step over the hand.
We're bar crashing.
He's like trying not to step on any of the hands, but he's also trying to get to Sir Tomb. So we're gonna have one attack Rogan, one attack Kane, one attack Tomb. Miss. Come on, you guys. Oh, okay. A 22 against Tomb. A miss. And 16 against Rogan?
Nah, it's a tie goes to the who?
Tie goes to the, if it matches, it hits.
Okay, it is.
Just like if it matches, it saves. So, okay. In that case, then, you each are going
Tie
to
goes to the runner.
take... Yeah.
The way I remember is make it or break it. You win.
5 points of slashing damage.
Yowza.
Of dagger?
Of short sword, yeah.
Short sword.
So, 5 points of slashing damage for both Tomb and Rogan. And, well, the hand is dead, so I'm removing from the initiative order. But these guys are going to shoot some arrows, because they've been holding their short bows ready. That is going to miss Rogan. That's going to miss Kane. Wow, these are the most incompetent cultists ever. That one's going to hit Rogan with an 18. 2 misses
Poopy.
Kane. Alright, so you take a beautiful 3 points of piercing damage as an arrow kind of goes and grazes your shoulder a little bit. Kane.
Noticing these, this other creature and his cultists arrive, Kane is going to reach on to his back and he's going to pull out his great sword. As he does, the chains and the bandages kind of melt away, and he whispers the incantation, Souls of the Fallen, Nezabok calls you back to aid. And as he does, he is going to strike the cultist. Let me see. If I hold this one right there, he's going to attack that one with a great sword attack.
Ooh, nice. Yeah, that definitely hits.
Okay, on a 29, since he's raging and he is using his sword, this big, hulking, incorporeal spirit arises from the blade. He looks like Gilgamesh from Mesopotamia, big curly beard. He's wearing a bear pelt. His gauntlets look like giant bear claws, and he starts ripping into this this cultist. And that is going to be Ancestral Protectors. The first creature you hit with an attack on your turn becomes the target of the warriors, which hinders its attack. Until the start of my next turn, that target has disadvantage on any attack roll that isn't against you. And when the target hits a creature other than you with the attack, the creature has resistance to the damage dealt by the attack. The effect of the target ends early if your rage ends.
Okay. So he's like ancestrally cursed.
Mm-hmm.
Awesome.
Like this big hulking man just leaps onto the
Gotcha.
the cultist and starts beating the crap out of him.
Yeah.
As he strikes him with the sword. And with the second one, he's going to attack again the same cultist. And that's a miss.
Okay. We've had so many like nat 1s and nat 20s tonight. It's kind of ridiculous.
And that is it.
Okay. Rogan.
I am gonna do the same attack again. So I bonus action, pull a spike out of my bag, load it up again, and like as I cock the rifle, my finger grazes, and you see a lightning bolt kind of like rise through the flecks of black marble that the barrel is made of, that zigzags and creates a lightning bolt, and then he just fires, and you see the lightning bolt disappear as the spike does, leaving a trail of lightning behind. through the 3 cultists in this line.
All right.
So once again, it is a 16.
In this this line?
Dex save.
Zap. That's what it looks like. It's all
Yeah.
freaky and
As another spike sticks into the
lightning-y.
wall.
Yep. All right. Roll up that damage, and I'll roll their saving throws. Ooh, the one that is cursed succeeds, but the other 2 fail. So the one getting pummeled by a ghost made it. Because, Kane's a con man.
Oh, it's a 46. It was supposed to be 66. Yep, so 21.
All right. Yeah, this guy just eats it. This guy eats it. And this guy just looks like he's barely standing.
Perfect. And then I reach in my bag and it looks like I'm pulling out another spike.
Okay. Mickey. You notice the new arrivals. They've shot some short bows. They all mostly missed because they suck. And this one guy's alive.
I'm trying to see if there's any way I can position myself that I can get my sneak attack on one of these archers. I don't think there is.
Yeah, if you... I think they're too grouped.
Because that's a wall, isn't it?
That is a wall.
It's a guarded wall. It's very charming. There's like rose bushes on it. It's real pretty.
Super pretty.
Yeah.
Okay, in which case I am going to step across this corpse up to this group here,
All right.
and I am going to make one attack against the cultist in front of Tomb.
Okay.
Does a nat 20 hit? Because I have advantage within.
Yes, it does.
Fantastic. I'm going to sneak on that.
Oh, I'm sure you will.
Yeah. So I'll take that with the extra 5, and all the doubling, and
Excellent. And he goes... Bleh.
I would like to not kill him.
Okay. In that case, we will take off the X and we'll knock him unconscious. There we go.
As I walk past him, and I'm going to just swing the edge of my rapier and just smack him in the back of the head with the
Yeah,
flat
you smack him with the edge of your rapier so hard he just goes... His eyes cross and he falls forward.
and I step forward and I'm just
he
like,
lands in the crow's hand pile!
yep.
Ugh.
And I'm just like, you're old news, buddy. Slap, and I'm gonna move into the new group because screw this new group. And go for the first one.
All
which
right.
is
That hits.
26.
Yeah.
And then a 16.
16 hits as well.
Sweet. So that's 10 and 11. Am I still getting the bonuses from Tomb? I think I am.
Yeah, you're within 10 feet.
Yes, you are.
Yeah, sweet. In which case, yeah, I'll take them with my extra 5s on them. So that's 31 damage.
He goes down.
Boosh.
You trying to kill him or are you just knocking him out?
No, I'll just knock him out. Suck it, noob.
Okay. All right. Excellent.
Guys, we got some company over here. What does the eye look like? Now I can see him.
You see this floating cloak, and it doesn't really look like there's like a body underneath it. Like the head of the cloak is really full, and underneath you can kind of see a glowing eyeball.
Oh, good. We got an eye over here.
I'll dispatch of it quickly.
All right.
Tumul step forward, just over top the body of the unconscious cultist here. He plants his halberd beside him, and he draws with one gauntleted finger through the air, and red rune is traced with his fingertip, and like you're peeling off a bandage, that air is torn away like flesh, and a swarm of insects, biting insects, flies out, and I'm going to cast Confusion.
Okay.
And I'm going to cast it So it's all creatures within 10 feet, and I'm going to cast it on the guy who looks like the leader there with a nice goatee, so that it hits all of them there.
Okay.
They make a wisdom saving throw.
All right. Let's see. Let's have some saving throws.
And I'll throw this up here.
Does a 14 succeed?
No. They need an 18.
Well, the leader guy succeeds. Everybody else isn't looking very great.
So at the start of their turn, they'll roll a 1d10 to determine how they're confused.
Well, let's put this out there. You said it was a 10 foot radius or 10 foot diameter?
10 foot and I guess radius from any point.
Yeah, okay.
From
That's
the
like
leader.
that's like a 10 foot, right?
Yeah. That's gonna hit Mickey.
Yes, it does. But you get +5 to your saving throws because you're within my aura.
Okay.
Oh, and
So you
then
pass.
I gotta roll the eye. Oh, the eye succeeded too. The eye succeeded as well. So those two guys succeeded. They have good wisdom. So you just succeeded because you have the +5.
Yeah.
So whew, that was close. But they all appear confused as all these bugs just kind of swarm around, doing their bug thing. Bug, and then they bug off because it was a temporary visual effect. All right, the eye is gonna kind of take stock of the situation, and I'll back up a little bit. Hold an action. The cultists are all very confused or unconscious.
They hurt
So-
themselves in their confusion.
Yeah, I'm just gonna. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 4. Well, one's asleep, so.
Good old Pokemans.
We have a 1, a 2, and 2 6s.
Sweet. I don't know what that
I
means.
don't know. Yeah, see, I'm looking.
I have it up here. So the creature uses all of his movement to move in a random direction
No.
and does not take an action.
He just runs over the wall and stands in the corner.
And 2 through 6, the creature doesn't move or take any actions this turn.
Okay, they just stand there looking real dumb. They're so confused. All right, and also this guy's gonna get to go on his turn because he's not confused. He is going to. Oh, he has spells. Oh, that's exciting.
Hot damn.
He is going to cast. Oh, that did not work at all.
L69H.
Yeah, he's gonna cast.
KH.
It's a very
Okay.
intricate string of arcane commands.
Repeating underscore attack
Click on,
Yeah.
underscore minus L69TQ. Okay.
click on the spell, change it from attack to spell card.
It's okay.
and
I've
then
got
change
this.
it
I've
again.
got this. I've looked up the spell. Okay. And he is going to have a little aura placed around him. I remember how to do this. Boop da boop. Can you guys see that? That aura? I don't think you can. Hold on.
Nope.
But now!
There
Yes.
we go.
And he's going to walk forward, getting you all and his horrible spiritual guardians. It's basically just a bunch of,
Yeah.
it looks like a bunch of undead kind of circling around him.
These
Can I use Sentinel when he gets within 10 feet?
Yeah,
Instead
you
of
can use
5 feet
Sentinel.
and
You can
try to hit him?
Yeah, go for it.
Oh, that's nice. I like that.
That definitely hits. He stops
21.
here.
For
Oops.
15 slashing and 1 radiant damage.
Excellent. Yeah, he takes it.
I can imagine like he's walking forward like mwah, ha, ha, mwah, and he just walks into Tomb's halberd like no.
Basically. And he stops right there. He's like, ouch, that hurt. Kane, it is your turn. Oh, but I think it's when you start your turn in the Spiritual Guardians. So,
You do.
I need you to make me a Wisdom saving throw, please.
Wisdom
A
saving
Wisdom
throw.
saving throw.
11. What's his DC?
Oh, that does not succeed. His DC, let's see, would be spaced, so 8 plus 3. His DC is 14.
He
Mhm.
beats it.
You
and
get
it-
plus
Oh,
5.
you do get plus 5, so you succeed.
Oh, 16.
So you only take half damage.
Okay.
So, I'm just gonna roll 3d8 once, and that's gonna be what it is every round. Because that's easiest. Okay, 7, 10, 14 points. So you take half of 14. Necrotic damage.
Okay, so 7.
Mm-hmm.
As I do, I'm going to use my reaction.
Okay.
This kind of a tortoise shield pops up in front of me, and my spirit shield activates, and I reduce the damage by 46.
Nice.
Which I reduce it to 10, so I take no
You
damage.
take no
and
damage.
when it does, it kind of absorbs some of the souls
Mm-hmm.
that's swirling around and fires it back at the guy, dealing 10 damage to him.
Nice. Very nice.
And force damage. So if he has any resistance to force damage,
Gotcha. Okay. Anything else you'd like to do? Well, it's
yeah,
it's your turn.
it's the beginning of my turn. So I'm going to move 1 up, so I'm in melee range. He's going to attack recklessly at the
Ooh.
goateed individual.
Nice.
13.
That
Is
does
that a
hit.
miss? That's
that,
a hit.
That
okay.
just hits.
That's going to be 11 plus 5, which is going to be 16
Okay.
points of slashing damage. And then let's do another one.
That hits as well.
20, so another 16 points of slashing damage. And as I hit him, the Gilgamesh looking spirit jumps on him and starts pounding him.
Okay, awesome. Very nice. Alright, anything else you'd like to do?
No, that's going to be the end of my turn.
Rogan!
So I have to make a wisdom save?
You do, yes. Plus 5, that passes, so...
Not plus 5.
Oh, you're not within 10 feet,
Yep.
so that does fail, so you're gonna take the full 14 points of necrotic damage.
Okay. So I don't know where this would be. Is there any visual indication that I would know where this is coming from, this damage?
Yes, there's a whole ring around the Rosie of evil, undead-looking, floaty, happy shapes around this guy. And like an aura. You can just see it emanating off of him. It's all kind of green and sickly looking.
So with that, I put my hand, I dropped the spike that I was reaching for, and I load what looks to be like a rather large bullet. Nothing weird about this bullet.
Nothing weird about this.
As of now. But I do, I'm actually going to, I guess I can't step anywhere without firing over. I'll scoot here as I load, and I'm going to just shoot my, I'm going to use my Thundermonger, which is another 66, so it's a total of 8d6 plus 8 damage towards this guy.
Okay.
Of course, if I hit. So,
Yeah. I don't
yeah.
think
So.
it'd be a little difficult to miss.
Single target DPS.
Boom!
As
An 11.
A thundering shot file go. Oh god.
Unfortunately, an 11 just misses. Unless the Gilgamesh-looking dude gives advantage on hits. Does he do
I
that?
don't think you would.
No, not against him.
Okay.
So
He has
if
disadvantage on attacks.
yeah. So the bald guy either attacks me or whatever he
Yeah.
attacks other than me is as a disadvantage.
Okay. So unfortunately, the 11 just barely misses him. As it
Does it?
whiffs by. You know what? Let's.
Would it hit anybody in the
Yeah,
back?
I was gonna say, roll me like a D100. We'll see if it hits somebody in the back, because that'd be hilarious. This is a game of chance. Yeah, you totally just. You don't even need to roll that much damage. He's just
I wanna
gone.
roll that.
His head's
you
gone.
let me roll that damage right now.
You wanna see it.
I want to see what it does. I don't play damage dealers that often.
Yeah, his head pops like a pumpkin.
Oh,
Okay.
damn.
Just brains everywhere. He did.
I meant to hit him the whole time.
That was a cold shock in my head.
Mickey.
Okay, I'm going to turn on this guy that's doing all the casting and spiritual weird stuff. Screw this guy. I will make all of this non-lethal, but I'm going to wail on him for a 26.
All right. For the priest guy?
Yeah.
Yeah, that hits.
Does the order still damage us when we start our turn?
Oh, yes, it does.
When
Yeah,
you-
roll me
yeah,
that
when you
wisdom
start the turn.
saving throw, Mickey.
Yeah, I take
He's
off
maintained concentration, so.
Okay.
Yeah, you succeed. You only take half, so 7.
Okay.
As he takes damage, this shield jumps from me over to Mickey, and it's this big kind of. He looks like Maui from Moana, but he's wearing armor that makes him look like a turtle, and he places his hands up and he absorbs the damage, and he places a hand on Mickey. Do not worry, small pointy-eared friend. Nothing gets by Chicoto. And he points at the bald man again, and he reduces the damage by 46. Again, he
Nice.
reduces it by 15 and deals 15 to the bald man.
Very nice. So, Mickey, you get that 7 back. Because
I
got intercepted.
Okay. In which case, Mickey is going to, as said before, lay into this guy.
All right.
For so it was a 26, a 28, and a 16.
Yep.
And I'll sneak on the last one. So that's uno, dos, tres.
Yeah, how do you want to knock him out?
Basically, Mickey is just gonna walk up, smack him, sort of like with both rapiers, like knock both his hands to either side, and then just headbutt him full force in the face to the floor. And then I'm gonna action search. Bugger it.
Okay.
I've had enough. I'm done. I'm pissed at these guys. So I'm gonna go for the next guy. Did I need the sneak attack on the end of that? Can I save my sneak attack for the
Yeah,
next guy?
your sneak attack's fine.
Yeah, okay, cool.
Yeah,
In
you,
which case,
you haven't used it yet. You didn't need it on him. He's already
yeah.
sleeping.
So how many additional attacks do I get? It's 1, 2. Is it?
2. Yeah, because you don't get your additional bonus action.
For the next guy, say 16, and I'll
That
sneak
hits.
on that. No, I can't sneak on that. Damn it!
Well, he's the only conscious one. So
Oh,
yeah,
yeah.
you can.
Oh yeah, he
yep.
is. Yes. Okay. Cool. Sweet. So yeah, I'll sneak on that, and for a second, so that's 1, 2, and boosh.
Yeah, he's on. If you knocked him out, he's out too. Boom.
Fantastic. And Mickey is going to move over to the eye.
Okay. Jump through the broken window.
Yep.
Chase after the eye.
Fuck this eye thing.
Fuck this fool.
All right. Tomb. You got 2 confused guys, and everyone else is unconscious or dead, and an eye running away.
So Tomb will also chase down the eye.
Okay.
10, 15, 20,
Thank you.
30. He gets within 10 feet.
Mm-hmm.
And this is just like a floating eye. Is that
Yeah,
how
it's
I
like
understand
a,
this?
Like a big
it's
short
floating
one.
away, so you just see like the outline of a cape, and it looks like there's no body underneath it. Like it's just the hood that's filled up. This like glow coming out from underneath it.
It's like the
Awesome.
silhouette of a beach ball in the hood of a cloak floating.
Yeah.
All I can
basically.
think of is if you've played League of Legends, they have a champion called Vel'Koz, and he is a giant eye with tentacles. All I can picture is that.
Does this guy have tentacles?
I mean, if you looked under his cloak,
Lindy,
you'd have to look under his cloak to see, but no one's got
Lindy, I
those.
petition that doesn't happen. I petition right now. Never find out. I don't want to know.
Instead, he's just gonna go ahead and attack him. But
Okay.
as he takes his first swing with the halberd from within his mask and those 2 eye holes, more of the swarming gnats fly out and they sort of encircle his blade. And it's almost like it makes his the blade of his weapon a little bit larger.
Okay,
And first attack, 22.
that hits.
And I'm gonna also expend a level 3 divine smite.
Ooh.
Ooh.
So that's gonna be 13 slashing, 8 radiant, and then 5d8 more radiant. 22 more radiant.
Yeah, you hit it really good.
And as it's like I imagine like he
Like
hits it with a halberd.
You
and
hit it with the halberd and it spins around to face you. 'Cause
Alright,
no one likes getting hit in the back of the eye.
No. So he's gonna try to hit it in the front of the eye.
Okay.
You're getting,
Halberd again.
you're getting right on this guy's optical nerves.
Oh yeah.
That
The 22.
That hits.
And I'm gonna expend another divine smite too.
Okay. Nice.
So 18 slashing, 2 radiant, and 22 more
Oh
radiant.
my gosh. Yeah. So you hit this thing once, spins around to face you. You hit it twice, and as you do, it hits the exact center, like the pupil of the eye, and you see it go, and a puff of like black smoke and ooze goes down. Like it's kind of weird. It kind of Obi-Wan Kenobi'd, and the cloak just
Oh man.
falls down.
Come on with the force.
So no eye is
It
left.
turned.
No eyes
It
left.
turned into Snoke.
Tomb, just with like his last part of his action, he's like grappling, trying to grab the cloak, like shaking the cloak, trying
Yeah,
to
okay.
shake out anything.
You grab the cloak and you feel like like a rather large something inside. If you look inside, and it's like an optical nerve just kind of dangling.
And that's his turn.
Okay.
Oh god, like he's like making hungry sounds. What the
and with this, the other cultists are really confused still. Like they're just sitting there drooling basically. So you have no problems taking them out, incapacitating them. At this point, you hear kind of like the barmaid on the other side. Is everything all right in there? Like, is fighting
We're,
going on?
yes, we're just,
Everything's fine.
bad
Alright.
fish.
Oh,
You
it's-
never saw us here.
You never saw us here.
And with you never saw us here through the door. That is where we're going to end it. Actually, do you guys rifle through the bodies? You examine them.
Yeah.
We
Alright.
rifle them.
As they're doing that, I pick up a shard of glass and I place it where, like I like look at it and I look at all of the pieces of shards of glass and I go, and like I visually just like Beautiful Mind style know where this
Know where
shard
the
was.
shards go.
And I put that shard there, and then I cast Mending, and then all
Okay.
of the other shards just go.
Yeah, you just
and I just rebuild
you
the
fix-
entire
you fix the window.
window pane, while probably other people on the other side. So they like turn around with bodies and stuff. And then, boom.
So you
Aha!
guys,
You have to go around.
you guys rifle through the bodies. Each one of them has a whole. They have nothing of value. Crappy weapons. They each have the holy symbol that was described to you as carved out of either stone or wood or different materials of a hand holding an eyeball. And the priest, kind of the leader kind of looking guy, had a mysterious note on him. And I'll let you guys see the note if it'll show to players. Show to players. Come on, Roll20. I believe in you. You could do this. And then you'll see this note, and it'll be really cool.
Yeah.
And
Look, Yep.
don't give me the error sound. Chrome.
Boop, boop.
I'm about to sass
And you see
Chrome
the
so
note.
much.
You see the note, and it says an unexpected error has occurred.
Basically.
404 not found.
There we go. You see this note.
Cult of the 404.
And as you guys read this note, that is where we're gonna end it for today. Dun dun dun. Super spooky attack by cultists.
Nice. That's cool.
So that, my friends, is where we end it this evening. So we'll cut off from the super intense music because we don't need that right now.
Yeah.
Because you guys destroyed them all. Why can't I get on this?
Destroyed them.
Destroyed them all.
Aye.
So all right, thank you guys so much for watching, hanging out. It is over already. I know it's already 4 p.m. It doesn't feel like it's already 4 p.m., but it is.
I know, it flew right by.
I know, it flew right on by, but I feel like you guys learned a lot this session. Why don't you all tell me what you felt about today's game? Did you have fun, and where we can find you online? Let's go reverse order. Zippy.
Hi, I'm Zippy Zippo. You can find me here every Tuesday at 1 p.m. EDT.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, 12 p.m. my time if you're central.
No one cares. EDT.
Fucking foreigners.
Yeah, foreigner.
Says the British man.
You
Shut up!
you can find me here on Twitch, Zippy_Zippo. And
No, we care about that. It was just where you live.
oh, okay.
Yeah, you keep doing you.
I do variety streaming here. I also bounce around doing a bunch of tabletop RPG stuff. Later tonight, we'll be on Video Store Cowboys channel, hopefully, doing City of Mists for the 6 and 20 Metropolis show. So come by and check that out. And that's it.
That's it.
I had a really good time.
Awesome.
I was able to kill things.
You were. And not kill other things. And knock a lot of things unconscious.
Mm-hmm.
Myth.
Hi, I'm Mythematic. I'm a roleplay streamer and voice actor here on Twitch. I had a lot of fun today playing Rogan and sniping people and doing DPS stuff, which was fun. Usually I just play talkers and not damage dealers. You can find me here 1 p.m. EDT on Tuesdays, as well as you can find me on Mondays over on Encounter Roleplay, where we do Call of Cthulhu. The rest of the week, you can find me over on my channel, where we play a whole slew of games, mostly role play. Pretty much 90% of the time I'll be role playing within a video game. You can go over and watch the content over there. Currently, we are doing a lot of GTA stuff as of right now, where I play a Yakuza crime lord, gun runner, who has been money laundering in his own insurance business. Not many people know that, so between you and I, Chad. But that's me.
Excellent. Josh.
My name is Josh, sometimes known as Encounter Josh. You can find me over on Encounter Roleplay in an hour's time, DMing for the Long March. We're on season 3, but I'll do a recap for the beginning for people who are coming and joining in for the first time. If you haven't seen it before, check it out. It's all out on YouTube, seasons 1 and 2, well worth a watch. You can find me with Laura Lania, Torscore, and Encounter Will, and Little Cup Joe. So it's an absolute blast. Other than that, straight after that, you will find me, because I just can't get enough of D&D on Tuesdays. You can find me playing in Kobold Press's Midgard campaign, which is absolutely amazing, DM'd by Dan Dillon, one of the writers for the Midgard campaign. So it's amazing to be part of that. Other than that, you can find me on Twitter and find out the rest of my schedule there, and I'll see you soon.
All right, done.
Oh, hey, guys, thanks for this. I had a blast. This is my first time using, actually playing D&D and Roll20 with maps. Never done it before. And it was cool. I had a really fun time. I liked killing stuff. I liked our really, probably we made it harder on ourselves than we needed to, shakedowns of various individuals before killing stuff.
How do just average Joe people know how to shake down somebody? It's gonna mess up 90% of the
Hunter.
time.
You're all hunters, we get it.
I'm a foreigner.
Yeah. 70 miles south
Of here, yes.
You can find me on Twitter at Donovan Fry. I play other streams, and I'm in Tomes and Tentacles, great podcast at Tentacles Pod with Lindy, where we play the worst theater troupe ever. Worst theater troupe, and now we have guns, so that's not good.
That's really not.
It's not.
Are they
good.
prop guns or are they actual guns?
They're real guns.
We started out with prop guns.
We did actually start
You
off
think
with
they're
prop
guns?
Did
Yeah,
you
we
check your
leveled
props?
up.
Oh yeah, they're right here. Okay, they're on my. Yeah, I checked before the start.
And I'm also in. I produce Dice Tribe, which is like a prequel to Tomb of Annihilation. Lots of pulp action. It's a lot of fun. Another podcast. So at Dice Tribe on Twitter, check that out too.
Alright, awesome. And you can find me online at LaughLoveLindy, where I do way too much, just kidding, it's never enough, Dungeons & Dragons, Call of Cthulhu, Star Wars RPG, Firefly RPG stuff, with some of these people sprinkled all throughout the week, all day, every day. And also, follow the Greyhawk channel, because they are so wonderful and awesome and lovely enough to host this fantastic game that we all get to play together, and I love it so much. So follow. If you subscribed today, don't forget to join the Discord. You can find that below, and also check out the schedule, because there's going to be another game on here tonight. It's going to be really exciting, and there's more games throughout the week, so check it out. And I'm seeing that Scraticus is still playing, so let's give a little raid over to Scraticus if I can do that. Raid. Huh? Yes, it's working. So we're gonna give Scraticus some wonderful Greyhawk channel love. Thank you all so much for watching, donating bits, spending time with us, hanging out, seeing all of this good cop, get bad cop, pumpkin, rutabaga, code words for Vecna and evil cults. Undead rutabagas. It's been a pleasure. I can't wait for next week. See you all later. Bye.
See you later.